Chat, what's up? How we doing? What's up? Nice and early. Dude, the other two games are just fast 2-0s, man. I didn't think we'd be on the third game right now. I thought I'd be able to catch them in the second one, but yeah. What's up, everyone? What's up? YouTube chat, Twitch chat, what's up? Sonia, thank you so much, Sonia. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 14 months. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the gifted as well the other day. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, the second game was a massive stomp, right? All I caught was like a little bit at the end where they're using no Sova on Haven. Like they're using double duelist on Haven, but the double duelist doesn't make the most sense in my opinion. Like the duelist that they're picking. But these two teams are meant to be. These two teams are like some of the favorites. This should be pretty fun. This game should be a banger.
When everyone strive to reach the peak.
We haven't had a 3 map yet, right? Everything's been a 2-0. Surely, now I'm here, we get a 3rd map. Why does APAC have a different format? I think they were gonna do the first format, right? The same format, and then they changed venue, and then they did a different format. Pretty sure. It was gonna be some kind of singular limb thing though, which would have been awful. Dude, that's gotta be too old, right? Is that too old? Thank you so much, man. 14 gifted, bringing yourself up to 111 gifted subs. The early morning oiler, thank you so much. Too old, appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the gifted, brother. 111 altogether. That's loads, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 14 right now. Chat, if anyone got gifted, make sure you and say thank you.
Welcome back to Valorant Champions Tour Ascension Pacific. It's day 3.
Appreciate that, man. That's a lot, man. Thank you.
10 teams. And continuing on in Ascension with their second life, it's Revenant and now Esports. I'm your host, Victoria, joined by here at the analyst desk. And now
I feel like Ewok would be pretty good in this role. Not saying that he's not good at coaching, because I think he's great in coaching also.
Son said I should roll the R when I say Britama Arena next weekend. It's gonna be Boom Esports and Prissa Gaming. These two teams have been looking pretty darn good.
He's been good at this, yeah. I think he's just. I think this suits him well as well.
They look so good. I think SPG.
Neil did not watch the games earlier. Yeah, he messaged me yesterday being like, I might not do them. Like, are you able to come on? But it just started. Problem is, it started like 3 hours after Americas and hadn't slept.
Pretty much in the best form, and I think this one could really.
Save us from the 2-0s. Yeah, that's the plan. Again, too old. Thank you very much, mate.
And this is definitely a match where we want to see 3 maps. Now,
This is like.
have referenced their inspiration.
This at least is some people's favorites.
Probably also RQ, Ewok, but they do mention Favor X, specifically SPG in their interviews. And they are, I would say, the one team that really does encapsulate that W gaming energy. Boom Esports, on the other hand, really fun.
You've been chilling in Choba stream? Yeah, he's pretty clued up about this region, right? Who does he have for this one? Boom is better. Some people think that as well, so this feels like it should be a really good game. I think the majority of people are saying SPG should win, but there's definitely a couple of people that have Boom, so. Job had Boom to win this, but SPG to win the entire thing. That's kind of cool. Yes, this is a big risk for him then. Klepto, thank you so much, Kleptomaniac. Appreciate the 9 months, man. You always catch the streams on YouTube, but then I love and appreciate that you came over here, man, to do the tier 1. Thank you so much.
Do they have more in store? Right? I'm not sure.
They've not only shown us quite a number of maps, they've shown us some.
Yeah, I had like 10 people yesterday come into chat and tell me about their Ascend comp.
Infamous for only
So
playing Cypher.
I'm excited
But
if we
not
get
only
a
does
scent.
he play a not
They
Cypher
play very
comp,
risky.
he
It's
plays
hit or
Riddle.
miss. I
What's
mean,
the
that's
most
fun though.
insane Ascent comp? It was the comp where we were like, is this, are they the, you know, the forerunners in changing the meta of the game? Can they actually change Ascent, like the
Yeah, that should be
meta
pretty
of
fun.
Ascent agent comps? What are your thoughts on that? Because you weren't here yesterday either. I definitely want to hear your opinion.
Yeah, I
Oh.
was enjoying watching that game. Unfortunately,
Damn,
they
bro.
banned it out, so they maybe
Damn,
respect
what's up with the Oilers today? The Oilers are going
I
crazy.
thought Boom would maybe see some weaknesses in there.
That's insane. We had
Like,
14
what they
from
meant is because of
2
what you
old,
have
and now we
before,
have
it does become
17 from Klepto. Thank you so much.
But I feel like they
The
do
more
have
Oilers, that's crazy, man. Is this the reward I get for doing Pacific?
They do have
I'll
a
be
young
getting
team
out of bed
as
every
well,
day.
you know,
That's
so
crazy.
it's
Thank you so
possible
much,
to do
Klepto.
this
Thank you
all
for doing that.
big.
200 subs altogether as well. Dude, we're hitting some mad numbers on some people.
Anytime when I see a
That's
new
so
comp,
crazy.
I want to
Klepto, thank
see
you, thank you. And then you did an extra gifted on the end as well.
comp is and what
It's
is it that
18
they need to
altogether.
adjust
Unless that one
to
came in
make this
late.
comp successfully. And I think they do
Thank
a
you
good
so much, man. I
job of
appreciate you doing that.
thinking a little bit further
Mad
on the
support.
theory and not just putting a bunch of random agents together.
Yeah, exactly. It almost looked like that. And
Again, if anyone one came in late, okay. Thank you for the 17, man. I appreciate that.
Of Ascent. Now, predictions.
Thank
this
you,
was
thank you.
The hardest matchup for me.
Got a gift for the 20.
So
Yeah, I was talking about
far,
this the other day. How
how
like
is it for
people's.
you? What is
I don't
your
even know if
prediction for
I don't
this
even know
matchup
what it is.
today?
Like that. It's like minor OCD, I guess. The people have to have round numbers.
But of course,
Really
there are
helps
some
me out.
obvious biases. I do think
I
the
really
teams that
profit
will
from
win
that.
the tournament, whichever
So thank you
team
so much,
that
Klepto.
is
Appreciate
dropped
it.
down to lowers here is still going to make their way further in this tournament. I don't think either of these
The
teams
oiled
that
upstream
both
today. I
went
think
up,
you're confusing me with
neither of them
TMV.
are going to go out of this tournament soon, I would say. For now, I've gone for Boom, of course.
But I judge every round
Okay.
against
I
their
agree
Haven
with you
comp.
on that in terms of
What's there,
both
dude?
of these
Oh,
teams
okay.
are
The
here to
the
stay.
game
They're
before,
definitely
yeah.
both in
Oh
the
yeah, they had no
top
drone,
four,
right?
probably top
I
three.
remember looking at it and being like, well,
There's one other team I have
I'm getting 20,
in mind,
25
but
kills against this on
we won't
defense.
talk about them yet
Full
since they're
sense?
not playing today.
Cool.
Yeah, it's full sense. It's full sense. Even though I predicted Riddle, but seeing how Riddle.
Ever watched Full Sense or Riddle? Chat. Out of all the Pacific teams, I've only watched DSG on
But yes,
5
prediction
maps,
for
maybe.
today, I was really like on the fence about it. I decided to go with Boom because Boom, as we know, has an incredible buff when they're playing in Indonesia.
What happened in the last 2 maps of
They
Americas?
Never lose their lands, apparently.
Um,
This is the word on the
So,
street.
Fio,
Whenever
you
they're
know
playing
Haven
on the
was
ground,
2G's
it's
permaban. They
something
brought out
just
the Fnatic comp.
Sambo, the local
Absolutely
Sambo.
stomped them
It's
on
not the same when
Haven.
it comes from, like, a bottle
And then
or a can,
went over
so-
to
Yeah, but I see Quack there
M80's
has,
permaban of
gone with
Bind.
Sunprisa Gaming again. That's
And you
not
could tell it was a
that's not crazy
permaban.
at all. This really could go both ways.
They started with a pistol where they wanted to fight heavy long, but they did a wrong wall, so they gave them so much space. And that kind of just summed up the whole game.
Wonder thing with the Riddle. So we won't get to see that again today.
They ban their Ascent. They do the crazy comp, get everyone talking about it, and then ban it.
What are you making of
What
these
is
other
this?
map picks?
Lotus Icebox Sunset.
Lotus is really interesting because there are going to
2 maps that are
challenge
leaving.
Boom.
Literally, the 3 maps that are changing. We've got 2 of them leaving, and then we're changing B site.
Really good on this map, and as I said before, they get to play their own style on this map. So it's interesting they went for it. They are really good on this
I don't know what my
map.
head said.
But I think this whole veto feels like it could be potentially good for Boom. I'm still a little
Please
bit
watch the
on
next
fence
Revenant
about
game. What
Sunset.
time does it start?
Definitely
Dude, the
good
4
for
a.m.
Boom.
ones are
Icebox
pretty
jumps out,
brutal, man. I'm not
because
gonna lie to
Boom
you.
is pretty good for this.
Yeah.
I thought I was in the good time zone, but for this one, not so much.
Still could swing either way, but yeah.
Do you think DFM May will get picked up by a new team? I don't think so. Didn't he sign a contract to like 2027? If you're DFM, you're not letting go of that guy for a long time.
They surprised us before, so maybe okay.
It's
So
the
we
last
do
game
have
tomorrow.
Ian,
I would be watching it for sure then.
From Sunprisa Gaming, because you know they want to get in there fast. They want to have a lot of movement here on a giant map like Lotus. Boom Esports sticking to the old guns. The classic.
It's the last game.
Lotus
Playing
Alpha
DSG.
Open,
Oh, that'll be
they're
fun.
all through challengers.
That'll be fun.
How are you feeling?
DSG
about
still
the,
using like double
DSG
duelist on every map.
lineup?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
feel like
think
that
it's
only
fine
works
for
for
them.
so
They
long.
haven't changed. It seems like they haven't changed too much in the period
They are.
since challenges ended coming into Ascension. But I do like
Yeah,
from
that could
them
be-
because it seems
that
so
could be a
constant,
close
so I
game
don't
then.
really see a reason to change it. Right? If it's not broke, don't fix. right? So
How's my
I
sleep
think
schedule? Honestly, pretty good, dude. I just went to sleep straight after Americas and woke up now. So it's like, what? I think I got over 6.
Them with that aggro play style. So
Maybe around 6, maybe a bit more. Well,
Yeah,
they're
this is
pretty
gonna be a
efficient with
really
this, man.
exciting matchup. And to kick it off, we are gonna start on Lotus. We're gonna go over to
Which team can pick up Yampy? Whatever team trials Yampy will pick him up. I realize how like good he is for a team, I'm pretty sure. The problem is for him, it's just like, what role does he play? He's been moved around a lot.
You do not want to miss this matchup between these two giants. Boomy Sports.
Okay, BME on defense. We got SPG on attack, and
This could be a preview of our grand finals. Right
yeah,
now.
this is what people are saying. This is like, at least from what I'm hearing, this is most people's top 3 of these 2 teams.
Consistent with it, Pilsky.
We'll find out. I think we already see an exchange of map control.
Volume you want in-game up a bit. Should be a bit better now. Oh, there we go.
For SPG, Boom have taken all of A main and are regressing into B main, where they'll find naught but a cam, but they've firmly got the middle of the map right now.
Yeah, firmly planted down, making use of the rotating doors for a bit of visibility as well. Margaret, though, peeking out, thinking it might be clear.
You're pretty isolated now.
An obstacle in front of him, and both teams sticking to the same agent compositions.
So they tried to do a little bit of fake pressure, but Alarmbot's still up. They give them so much info if they decide to pivot back.
For the past 6 times that they played it.
These 2 in full sense, yeah, that's basically what I'm hearing.
Finished as well. Beating a lot of teams in Korean challenges. Nongshim, Red Force were definitely a strong team. I had my
This is pretty nice. Over towards A, they tried to fake it with I, and they just had an Omen flash back, and it meant that the 2 people on C can stay here, but that is...
Great trades from Margaret and SPG now getting that.
Dude, this guy's gaming name's Margaret, that's sick.
Just a ledge around the site of C is still kind of paper thin, and you might be able to shoot through. Little wink. But
Why is the audio weird? Yeah, it is a little bit weird.
It's down to the Boom players for the retake. They don't have a lot of space. They're pushing out of Waterfall. It's a little bit clear for SPG what they need to mark right now. Ivy even waiting for a potential hawk being sent out. Clears it. The sheriff shots firing through, but unfortunately whiffs all around. It's gonna be Persia.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, honestly, the double entry from the Cypher here is just
For
huge.
that pistol win, SPG picks up.
Margaret has some amazing lurk timings. Okay, love that.
From both teams, kind of trading map control back and forth. You could see SPG, even right till the last couple of seconds of that round, still feeling out the map control. Boom, holding on to that C site with the utility mostly and shoving through the middle of the map. But
Subtitles? Yeah. So someone asked for them, and you can turn them on and off, so we just added them. But I think it's only for Twitch at the moment. Maybe YouTube gets it at one point.
As well as in Challenges Korea, already won almost half of the clutches he's attempted in this tournament. He's attempted some of the most.
Ooh, and we get
going on to some other
we got an
agents right
eco
now.
farmer gun as well
Persia, always good.
on the Cypher.
And we're just waiting to see what more they can do. I mean, they got the guns. They don't want to lose them. So being very cautious as to how they are creating presence around the map. Prowler not getting
More info on
information.
Margaret. He played 647 consecutive rounds on Cypher. Damn, he's actually the Cypher main. He had his appearance on Killjoy 2 days ago. Love that. Dude, guy was perma-locking in the Cypher and then the buff randomly came for him. That's so nice.
Oh. Bit of damage down here.
There is a lot of low HPs. This guy could do so much damage. Probably just going to send the Omen to hunt him down, yeah. Hey, they handled this nice in the end. It's a little bit unlucky from Boom. They could have got more from this.
Successfully survived this round with minimal losses.
Yeah, different trajectories from both of these teams that we've seen in this tournament so far. Boom absolutely rolled over, and Naosu did not show up to the day. Let's be honest about it. Whereas SPG, they are not used to front running very much. They've had to be resilient, had to come back a couple of times. Yes, they've had some very strong dominant starts in maps.
There was an overtime.
Do we insta-get the Odin out?
The overtime comeback against
But it's
Riddle
an
was
Odin on
beautiful to
B.
watch. I really enjoyed that game.
So Simprisa are really able to show their resilience, and now picking one of
It is a really
Boom's
weird buy to
strongest
do an
maps
Odin and start B on
against
this
them.
one. You're playing
And it's
rotate?
only been a day since Boom played this map against Naos, and it's just such a quick turnaround. They have, So Sung Min and another coach coaching for them. It just makes you think about how much work they've poured into this.
Yeah, SPG have had the same coach for going on 18 months now, as well as the core of the team together. And then Sung Min coming across from one of the other strong teams in the Korean Challengers scene. Definitely.
Oh, we saw him early.
Hanging around for a little too long.
Yeah, he really wanted to take that jaw. Honestly, against the Viper, I think that's fine.
Up towards A main. Francis applying utility pressure towards C and bringing the spike back to A. See if they can get any value out of this.
I think Apex and 2Game can put up good performances against tier 1 teams. Yeah, I think so. 2G actually have a pretty good map pool now by the looks of it. I think Apex will have an easier time just because EMEA's overall a little bit weaker.
Quick contact. Ivy shot through the poison cloud. Catches onto Famous. That is the site for SPG.
And 2G lose 2G lose silence, right? At least until mid-year. That's a big hit.
Boomer kind of left reeling as well, trying to rotate into position. See if they can find the right angle of approach to attempt this retake late through A link here and coming in with the fade.
Oh, there's audio.
Out Persia at least, Quack.
Is it spying?
Paranoia, though, will
oh, okay. I mean, that's still a big hit. Like, either one of them is a big hit.
And you gotta love what SPG are doing. Look at how they're holding this spike plant all the way from tree. You've got a couple more players from the other side of the door as well if they need to support Persia's position. So that's a great way to hold off Link. And then, of course, you got players up around stairs, already on site. They're sticking it down. NC Slash with the ult to do so much work.
This was such an... For your first buy round, they played this so weird. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they... I don't know if SPG had, like, constantly on their third round hit over towards B. That's what it felt like. They started so heavy over towards B. And then we rotate with an Odin. And I just feel like it's so hard to get anything done. It took a while? Yeah, they did take a while.
That is not what Boom wanted out of that 5-on-4, that's for sure.
No, not
it felt like it was an anti that heavily... Unless they literally always start double B.
So quickly, with 2 kills, and then the post plant making use of that door for cover. It's amazing stuff. With that now, boom. I mean, huge loss in momentum. They don't have the economy.
They got the Outlaw as well. Damn, the team's out here making sure they're not getting eco'd. Buying the Marshal in the second round, we're buying the Outlaw for these. This is something that we were talking about with M80 yesterday would help them out a big amount.
Persia's already punished NC Slasher early on in this round, Berserks, with the hero rifle. Majority of the players stacked up on C, but SPG... I mean, they're using the Neon well, to be fair, but the movements from the rest of the team is very clean as well. The way that they're moving around the map, taking that C-bound control, and then quickly, as we mentioned...
Dude, the random crackling audio is...
able to turn around that.
You want me to turn it off or something? I don't know what to do, that's horrible.
Boom needs to stay on top of these movements. This is a 3-lane map, and you need to gather info.
I completely agree. I mean, the positioning is immaculate from SPG right now.
It's only for like... only for a little bit and then it goes away. Oh no, it's still back. What an absolute shot, man.
It's good. They got the spike down, but good damage from Zespew right now. Holds his position. Paranoia, if he sends it out, will be huge. Team rotating just on time. They're thinking about push down from heaven, seeing if they can have any angles. Zespew, unfortunately, Paranoia not released, will be shut down by Ivy. Danby now swings out along
this team look really good. But again, I love that they're buying the Outlaw. It really does help for cleaning up these kind of low buy rounds. Young Yoji, thank you so much for the 9 months, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's only on the English broadcast, of course it is.
Even in the post plants, the heads-up approach to recognize that Boom's mostly coming in for the retake through heaven there, and the way that both the Neon and
who do I think is going to win Pacific Ascension? I haven't seen enough of any of these teams to know. Like me saying a team would just be a complete guess. Do you think Chamber is now usable in pro play? So what I think is going to happen in Chamber is in October Pearl comes back, and people are going to use it for Pearl because it's good to defend long B, and then people are going to be like, hold up, Chamber's pretty sick. Like, you can not get traded in certain situations. And then people are going to start using Chamber a bit more on other maps. I'm not saying a lot. I reckon it'll be like 5%. Like, there'll be like a couple of teams that use Chamber on other maps. But it'll primarily be used on Pearl, in my opinion.
Giving them a lot to think about. Because SPG, like you mentioned, it's that cohesion, the structure. Because Margaret was positioned up around stairs, he knew that there wasn't anyone approaching from the spot. Everyone just
this
trained their fire up
SPG
towards
team
heaven.
hasn't lost a
It's
game
so
since
quick,
January.
So precise, and Boom needs to find different openings. They need to find a gap in between.
They haven't lost a game since Jan.
Yeah, they need to recognize the patterns that Simpriest is presenting to them. You know, it's been C mount control quite heavily. The Cypher lurking in towards B main, and the Viper outside of A. There's patterns to recognize for Boom. They're a good enough team to know how to abuse them. But this is where you wonder whether Simpriest will change things up. That's talking about things on a macro perspective. To go back down onto the one-head micro level, I mean, Famous is 9-2 in opening duels heading into this game.
That's pretty
he was
nuts.
Dominating against now.
That's a really long time. It's impressive in this game.
Rounds here or there, but he definitely
I mean,
needs
so
to get
far,
better.
everything's
He's a
been
player
great.
that is very, very key for Boom.
Need to keep his hands hot. They are starting things out with that rebel control, but look at SPG. Not anywhere to be found. When Boom started this off against Mouse, they were on the attacking side. On the defense, it's a little bit trickier. Trying to poke
A little
and prod
push
towards
through
where
A,
opponents are
walk push
pushing.
through A.
Information
Yeah,
is
this is when you know it starts going like really wrong, where you take A aggro and then you push all the way through. You have to see a retake on this one. They don't have any ults, and the person that is meant to Omen Flash has used Omen Flash. It's a hard retake with a util. Like, this guy has Viper ult, he still has his smoke as well, which he puts down to the back of sight.
Oh,
it's a lot down to these
The
two.
timing is a little bit of a key factor as well. Danby, instant shot. I mean, look at that crosshair placement, so tight. No chance for Shiro to escape back there.
Can you watch the Revenant Rapid VOD? It was a fun game. Was it not an absolute stomp?
Has it covered. Good little split play from Boom, though. They split up around both sides of the mound, left and right. Takes down Margaret, still working up against time. Danby with the laser beam fires it off.
Whoa, what a
Looking
shot.
for Berserks. Good little double, takes down Danby, but running out of time. The spike, unfortunately, it seems, will go off. Persia and Ivy, they've secured the side.
For Rev fans, yeah. Fun for Rev fans. Rev fans spotted. That's true.
And
Yeah, I mean, this was a good round from them. It was a nice reaction, and they just had the good ult once they went over towards site.
SPG doing the exact same thing. Seeing mount control into an after plant on C, changing up very little, maybe working the map a little bit less, but going for the same general approach. And Boom, time after time, round after round, are coming way too
Okay,
late.
they got Omen
Takes a
ult,
lot gathering
and
info in the early to mid-round.
they're finally up
Passing
against some
up,
ults now.
attacking
Fatal one away
fast
from
enough,
Killjoy
and
ult.
the exact same
It looks like they want to
post
split
timeout.
over towards B, and this is the first time that Boom actually haven't started with the double over towards B.
Taking a look at this, yes, the toxic screen is up. Danby
Oh, I think he 40 shot the Boom bot there. Sorry, the alarm bot.
The stack was over onto A, but now SPG has spread things.
These
thin.
guys can just
Boom has
insta-leave
as
B
well.
after this. You had some running away, and you have your alarm bot here, and they shot like the floor and it was blocked. I think they broke the alarm bot, and they're definitely just going to leave B.
Again, have got very little
I like
info.
this though. We just won the round over towards C, so now we're trying to prod C and then take A.
From the Prowler trying to break utility. Margaret trying to take a 1v1 duel versus
This is what just happened over towards A was great. This guy prowled from here. It went all the way around and locked onto someone.
Pressure. Now SPG regrouping.
That is okay. As much as the prowler was great, that is an awful fatal. He gets info, but at 50 seconds when you can pivot everywhere else, I don't think that's great.
Robbing the sound away as well, so they might be able to throw rotations over, but look at SPG, not really caring about any of this whatsoever. Danby just
The ult,
dancing
it didn't make
around,
much sense because he
going in for the other one. Great transfer,
Okay.
two headshots on Dancy, Slasher, and
That
Shiro.
should not be
Now looking
possible.
for even more. He's over onto the next side.
We got. I hope so much that the Riot devs are watching Ascension. Because if they're not watching Ascension, they're going to have no idea how good people are on Neon, and the fact that it needs to be changed, because what is that? He pretty much gets 2 in the slide.
Kamikaze mission into the A site, just trying to sell the fake. That's all it was the whole time for SPG. The late round players, Persia and Margaret, were just walking up C into a free C site. And SPG had that round one a million different ways.
That was nuts,
That is
man.
a
Dude, imagine that's how you lose
tremendous-
your, what is this, 5-buy round?
We have to see that replay again, and if possible in slow mo.
They sent him out on his
I
own.
can't believe what Dabby just did.
I tell you what though, again, if we're actually talking about like really good positives, this was a great call. I think 3 of them got hit by the fade at all, and then they just opened the door, send 1 out, and then everyone else was going over towards C. Like that's really nice that they just got info that loads it towards A, and like it's an instant shot call. That's mental. That is absolutely mental. That's a phantom.
Anymore about the macro perspective.
Yes.
We talk not even anymore about reading the rotations. I legit think at this point, Boom needs to just go kill him. They just need to go and get that space. They need to go and take the duels. Stop trying to make the right reads because SPG is running them around the map and making them look a little bit silly.
How do you read that? I mean, with so much pressure, like you were talking about those layers, B, and then a lot of
You heavily
pressure
disagree that a
around
character needs to
C
get nerfed
side,
because people are too good at
C
it,
as
bro.
well. You're
You
not
would be
quite
living in a
sure
Valorant where
what
Jed
to
and
do.
Chamber is still a
This
thing.
is the big fact that we're talking about, but look at the SPG players. So many of them providing fire support for their fallen
If people are
teammates.
too good on
It's
it because it's a skill age and
exchange that
like you have to
favors
look at the
SPG.
top of it to
Now
get
with
it
this
sorted.
possible spike plant onto A site and Margaret on the lurk.
They've been spreading the map so much. This time they just fight, man.
Because
They
it's
all
a
come
harder
into the
thing
same
to
side.
use.
Boom, now trying to clear through Link.
It doesn't matter.
Downstairs. Lockdown goes down.
Just 'cause it's a
Trying to
harder
flush
thing to
the
use
rest of
doesn't mean it's not
SPG out of
broken.
the site.
Oh, but I'm not too worried.
You have to judge it by the best.
Night and day. First one goes down. And we've seen how SPG plays around the spike, around the doors as well. Persia, clutch player, just doing normal
These
stuff.
guys are
It's
beasts,
another
man. These
daily
guys are
office for the
actually
man.
unreal
SPG
right now.
to
Who's the caller in this
rounds.
team? The caller is doing so good.
So well, there's no panic. Like, keep in mind, Quack, most of these SPG players, they didn't even qualify
Francis?
for Split 1 and Challengers KR.
Dude,
These
the
guys,
shot
they
calls
came
right
in
now have been awesome.
qualifying, I think winning Premier into Split 2.
Wait, Francis and Persia, how come we got a half and half? What's going on?
Established teams, you know, D
Yes.
Plus Kia, Non-Stream Red Force. These are some great Tier 2 Korean teams. Those guys, that's ice cold to leave Persia.
More of you said Francis, so I'm
controlling
gonna go
the
with
rotation
Francis.
Over on main side, while 2 of them get detained because they just know
It is Francis
there's no
again.
way they clear out tree and heaven. Like, I can just get detained here. That is so much experience for such a young roster being showcased.
A lot of work was done throughout the year, I can tell you that much. But look at this as well, Pilsky. I mean, boom. They're stacking.
Francis
things
the
up.
IG,
They're
but Persia is
playing
the
in
older
some
guy in the
deep,
team.
different
He has more
positions
leader
now.
vibes.
One that
Okay,
SPG
and
might not expect. Gabby lets it go.
Oh boy, they're
Persia
nervous
able
as
to
well,
take down
man.
at least
Oh,
one.
this is gonna be a
Persia in
stomp.
For the trade. And also, he's going from the shadows play as well.
oh man.
Okay.
This is just a mess. This is just a mess.
But it's
Like,
still,
Shiro,
it's still
he
like
had
this
to
guy
give
just gets
them-
one. It's fine.
Played his hand a little bit. I think it was a bit of a whiffage on the sheriff. Please don't replay that. Don't do my man dirty.
Yeah,
On
the
NC slasher going into this
the,
match was the top-rated
the Viper
player of the
really
tournament
messed up,
after
man.
Destroying now.
Devastating.
And Francis has just made him look second-rate. That was so
They got
fast.
Razor. You gotta use Razor to
On
retake this.
paper, Pilsky, I mean, by all means, boom are the
So they have
more
no idea what the
experienced
second person
team.
is,
These
so
guys
they
have been
might
around
be
the
tempted to
block
pop
for
the
the
Razor
longest
early
time
and just
since
jump every corner.
famous.
That's the
A lot
issue.
of them since the
Kind of hoping
inception
you can get
of
to like
Valorant.
here before using
The
it. Really.
core, been on the team for quite a while too, but
Okay, once he
this
gets here,
is
he
a
can use
different
that.
opponent now, a different beast that they're facing.
Oh,
off
now he
against.
can't.
They need to figure this
Ooh.
out quick. Famous, the last one alive. He can make it happen with a showstopper now into play. Looking, hunting for Persia. Stays hidden. Evades the explosion and sends out the paranoia, robbing his sight. It's not quite connecting. Bursts through now. Trying
Ah,
for
it's
time.
devastating.
Famous needs to stick it, needs to get it at least halfway, get the kill. But Persia too slick for it, keeping SPG up on top. They are building bricks on top.
Yeah, he had his
of
chance when they
bricks.
had the battle backer sight.
There's a reason why they've got stairs in their logo, Quack. They just keep climbing these guys all the way through Tier 2 Korea, first split qualifying for this core this year. And they just keep climbing over bigger and bigger obstacles, and they're making this climb over Boom look easy. Persia winning another clutch. dude winning a quarter of his clutches in Challenger KR from like over 100 clutches. That's crazy. And now in this tournament, again, he's over like a 40%, 50%.
The Neon
clutch
skill
rate
ceiling,
from,
yeah,
like,
I agree.
quarters
It is
already.
very,
And
very
that's only
high.
in a couple of games.
Just Impresa.
Rivaling Jet, you could probably say it's a higher skill cap than Jet.
Boom, buying back up again, trying to change things up. Dabby, what is this, a judge? He gets burned up by the snake bite.
This guy has so much money, and we're we're fast rushing B, so he buys a judge. They still get a plant, and they're prioritizing the good positions. Where did they actually plant though?
Where is Ivy
Is it this
firing
plant? Why is it not on the map?
Boom, not quite certain. Now finally spotted him
Okay,
out.
but
Berserk's
they're in the
good
right
double
poses.
kill.
This is a
Needs to come back
doable
in to secure
2v4.
the site. A good smoke
Kind
on
of
the
like
lines
Omen
as
needs
well.
to smoke himself
And
off
just
with the
blocks
spike.
off Margaret. He's trying to spray desperately into the spike, into the unknown, but not quite spotting anything.
Did they
in
saw that
camera.
no one's on it yet?
Now Prowler able to spot a little bit of something, but the
Okay,
body blocks are too
they kind of
darn
messed
good.
up just because there was one on
The
both
Secret
sides, but
Service
oh,
is here. Can they
that was
get
close.
the defuse in time? They
That was really
should.
close. Yeah, they
Oh,
shuffled it over, and my goodness,
the
they shuffled it over, and it was this timing. What the hell? Imagine they lose that way. That would have been insane.
Can't be doing us like that when you're down 0-8. This is just insanity. Oh, finally, boom though. They clear out these lurks. You know, they go looking for Persia and Ivy. That's what you have to do against a lurk-heavy team when people are running you around the map sometimes, and they haven't quite got the timing right a few times. But look,
Okay,
Berserk
honestly though, you won the
really
round.
good
You can probably
job
laugh that off a
in
little
that
bit. That
round.
might help
He's
with the
really
nerves.
leading the way for Boom right now.
But
Upwards out
they
for
are
Famous.
nervous.
See, man, good
You
job,
can,
Boom.
you can tell.
Over on the A side of the map, has been thrown open. NC Slasher's
Okay,
throwing
the
fouls
fast
out there, so
B
you can see
is
both
the round they
teams
lose,
have
pretty much
zero
because of the duel on Heaven.
edging one ways,
This time we actually get an
exchanging
Odin
fouls
starting in
and
the right position.
But SPG going back to this 5-man approach up 8.
Gotta love it. Well done by Boom. They're not letting up to this pressure created by Simprisa Gaming. NC Slasher back on the Odin as well.
Wow,
Moving
nice
the
Omen
extractors
flash.
now, but, oh gosh, Dabby's moving.
Wow, look how brutal that is.
In from the other side
They're
as well. Persia now coming
I mean, they
in.
just spammed double prowlers, but they made so much space off of it.
SPG, they continue to push forward.
They are lunatics.
Adapting, just picking up influences from so many
Nah,
regions.
look at them
All
go.
regions now
If
Dabby.
it's like a cool mix of like
Headshots.
they have a lot of paper X rounds where they just absolutely send it. But they also have like really good mid rounding and they've been cancelling and they can definitely slow default.
They execute rolls the site so easily.
They got everything at the moment.
Unbelievable. Persia's thought to himself, why would I even play a post player? I'm just running into your spawn to take fights with your operator, play up. Danby's just running into the site.
It's just the
getting
neon,
entries, like
but they,
everybody
I mean,
is on point right now.
I agree with it was the neon sending it, but you got to think of just how nice this was. Prowler close into this guy into Omen flash. He's got this kill. Another Prowler for him to turn, and I think it was the Cypher that was pretty close behind. Like this was it's good, man. Like the spacing and everything's really nice. And that's hard to do on neon, and there's always util for him. And they are just
This round's done. It's all
smacking
done.
them.
They just get
I can see why these are the favorites,
and
man.
the
Look at them go.
confirms everyone from Boom's on A, and that's round 11. It was over in 3 seconds, Quack.
They're gonna have to save now.
But from what I'm seeing, and it's been hard because I don't know how good Boom actually are in like the scale of things, just because it's been really one-sided. But this team could do really good in Pacific from what I'm watching. Like, I know we're only like 10 rounds in, but this has been a really impressive attack half.
To challenge Boom, and they are making such a big statement. The winner of this series proceeds to playoffs. That's how big this deal is. I mean, they get to go and play in the Pertama Arena in Indonesia, Jakarta. If Simprisa makes this happen, Boom, they could have been the first team, but looking at this now, unless it's a 3-mapper,
Minus B Boom's map, yeah, it's definitely too early to tell.
I
But
don't know if I've seen a
it's a really good first eye test,
What I'm
man.
watching. Like, I actually cannot remember a more dominant game than this right now. This is like, and considering this is the matchup, I was looking forward
Considering
to
it, yeah, considering. Wait, did this guy just watch the Revenant game as well and he sent that straight after?
I don't know what to say. Look, it's one step at a time for Boom. 2 odds to play with in this round. crossing my fingers.
King Joshy, thank you for saying that as well, bro, Tim.
Be moving like that, and I'm getting nervous.
At this level of competition, I hear what you're saying, but you gotta believe in some of the boom players.
They got good pathing on this though. I will say it's like it's a little bit of a diff at the moment. I criticized M80 about this the other day, so I'll do it to Boom as well. When you are playing against a Neon, like imagine going against this team and knowing, and I'm not saying they were 100% sure this was going to be the map pick, because Jesus, this guy is insane on Neon. He really is. He's great on him. So I was going to say is that when you play against these Neons, like you gotta use a Cypher. But I'm not entirely sure they knew this map was going to get picked, but I think you at least have to have it in the back pocket and be like, they use a Neon. Like, look at their comp. Like, can they actually break util? Not really. We gotta use a. We gotta use a
anything like this SPG
Cypher.
This is insanity.
And it's such an easy change up, right? A Cypher and a Killjoy, they're so close to each other that it's fine. You should as a team be able to just switch between these freely. And literally, like it is a bit of an error for sure, because you gotta look at this comp, and I don't think this comp has anything to actually break the trips, right? So they gotta. They would have to Prowler to find them and shoot them. That's it. Unless I missed something. Prowler only? Yeah. So they definitely messed up. But I don't want to take anything away from SPG. But teams do that a lot today. And teams are kind of... You'll see, teams are always slow to adapt to metas. But like as soon as that becomes like more commonly known, and people think about it more, and people are like aware that a Neon is just wrecking people, then they'll start using like more Cypher.
You really have to wonder about it, and I really wonder what the coach's impact on the team as well is, because Sungmin was picked up for split 2 or something like that, and there's just so much impact value. I mean, just to put things into perspective right now, right? If
QT said they scrim them, they're farming. Oh, really?
That's basically the game.
Yeah, 100%. No, I think they picked
up. This team. I want to wait for this map.
For the Ascension run, as far as I looked. As long
I
as
get why they're people's favorites.
Reliable, which sometimes they're not. So I'm not gonna.
Neil also said that they did the same in scrims. Oh, really?
But you know what? Coaching that, Boom has got to win every round from here to win in regulation, and that's just a fact.
For this map, at the very least, we still have Icebox as well as Ascent to go on to. No, not Ascent, excuse me. But,
yeah, and Icebox, I mean, that's an interesting one, because SPG used to ban it in their region, and now they're flipping it.
That's
and
right.
They've already beat Revenant on it, but let's hope for the best for Boom.
That's the question.
Either way, starting off with a pistol, huh?
How much prep do you have done in one day?
Come on, wait for your team.
Shows that they have quite a bit, at least over the past month.
Dude, I say wait for your team. I look at the minimap, there's 4 of them here. The Cypher's absolutely centered over as well.
Should be enough. That should be enough.
Okay, and they realize there's so many here, so they insta-react by pushing through. Their shot caller is really good.
In on Shiro, trying to lurk in the middle of the map. He's being cleared out already by SPG before Boom can even get comfortable on the site. Planting for spawn side. They've got to find some space in spawn or waterfall, but
you necessarily don't know if it's the IGL. It can be anyone in the team, but whoever he is, he's a beast.
To kind of lurk off, but completely read by Simbrisa Gaming, and now Margaret's position. He's just waiting for his team to make a little bit more presence known before he sneaks up front. NC Slasher though holds the ground, not too bad.
Big Joel on heaven. Wow, the Cypher wins it.
Coming in. Margaret from behind.
Hey, here's the reloads. Wait for his team. Wow, he wait for his team as well.
Comes in at the right time. No chance, no hope.
They're really good, man.
Make no mistake, reaches match point.
That's why Margaret and Persia are left in those late round scenarios time and time again. Playing that XVX so well, Margaret, knowing that he has to stay alive, he has to hold on to spawn control while the rest of SPG flank in through C Mount and able to find the pick at the right time.
These are pro scores. It can be basic pro scores, but someone still has to make the call, right?
between the
Like
defense and the
some of
attack.
these situations are
But,
so
yeah,
like they
let's
need.
see how
Not everyone's gonna
good
insta
these
react.
Force Fire strats are, because that's what this round comes down to. They've got to force Stinger's armor.
Oh, they
And,
have to force.
At least
do
it's
their
not a
best.
13-0. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
We got an outlaw. We
At
got
least they
Guardian
got
with
one.
armor. We're going
Last count, an outlaw,
I will say
Guardians,
that at least the
Outlaws
not what
good.
you
the
wanna be
veto
relying
looked a
on.
little bit weird, so I
Oh,
think
they're
they got
going into
caught
a
off.
judge. They're going into a judge quack.
If you got the right line of sight with an outlaw,
Okay, I think they
you
definitely
just
got
might
caught a
be able
little
to,
bit
you know,
off.
shoot down someone
'Cause
with light shields.
They
and
banned
that could be
it.
something.
Tell you what is also good. They banned a
Right
map
now,
that they played the other
look
day,
at
and I don't know if they won.
positioning.
Everyone's talking about their comp. I don't actually know if they won.
Yeah,
But
they've got the
oh, they
jump
must
spot
have because there's always been
so
2-0s, right?
Boom's aware
But
of
they
it,
then
though. They're
banned
gonna
the
go
map
fake
that
it.
they
They don't
won,
wanna
which
let
means
this
they play all
uncanny
7
info come
maps.
on through.
Hey, Francis.
And the
We've got a
wall guns
team
up, you see
that
the
plays all
exchange of
7
umbrella,
maps,
and a
which is
follow-up
very
runway
scary,
as
and they
well
look
as
this
the
good on
Seas. Even though
Lotus.
there's one player here, it feels like more for Boom, but they're not convinced. They feel like this is fake pressure. They're reading this one well.
Yeah, staying tucked away. Dismissing the haunt so quickly.
Beautiful.
That was
Able to take
nice
Francis.
at the end of
That's
this
a
one.
great start. They've got to move in the site just as quick, but they're obviously being cautious.
And honestly, the Outlook can one-tap 2 people. Probably why the Neon doesn't want to do anything, yeah.
Sprint, of course.
He's going to get one-tapped, right?
Hearing
Oh.
this, they might be able to tell that he's the only one here so far, so still being cautious as to where the rest of the team might be. Berserk's on the lurk. Stays tucked away.
Yeah, I think outside of Danby with the relay bolt sliding in and the paranoia, without the fade, it's actually very difficult to attempt to retake with this comp that SPG has.
Still though, they do have the guns. Heavy pickups from Boom. They've managed to shred down the initial onslaught.
Nah. 5 HP. Dude, it could have been really close, by the way, if that kill went down.
He's made it happen before, but he's running out of time. Shiro will be
Yeah,
able to
they double him
strike
up.
down from behind,
We'll see.
extending Boom's life by a round.
Good stuff. So doubling up their rounds here.
Robert also said that SPG's coach loves to study maps to look at how an off-meta comp might play out. Yeah, which means if they get into tier 1, they're going to be really fun to watch.
Pressure from a fade outside of A with a one-way and some supportive utility front B. There was multiple traps Boom could have fallen into there at front B, as well as trying to go into the judges.
Okay.
They didn't fall for
10
either of them.
chances.
So credit
10
where
chances,
credit's
they
due.
buy a
So far on
Bucky
top,
and
so
armor.
good. But, you know, I think it's really just a question of trying to claw back some momentum in this series and
I
make
updated with
SPG
Roster Mania.
feel like a beatable
There's a lot
team.
going
You
on.
can
There's
pick
some
up a
stuff I
couple
know
of
about.
rounds
There's
and
loads
Icebox
of stuff that
because
randomly
10 rounds in
happens
a
that I
row is a
don't know
bit
about.
far-fetched.
Like the Sadak one's been the biggest surprise.
Definitely feels that way,
I
but
had
if it
nothing
does
about
happen,
that.
Mikulski, what a
I had
story
nothing
would
about
be.
that until.
That said, yes,
that
even
rumor.
a few rounds against SPG would be.
But most of the other stuff I
confidence
think I
into
know
the next
about.
map.
Yeah,
So
I
right
think
now-
Some of the Americas stuff I'm
if
not
we
that
make
clued
it
up
happen,
with.
I might just buy like a case of Sambal when I go to Jakarta, because there's got to be something magic about that.
Yes. There
Oh,
definitely
Reserve.
is.
Okay,
That's Guardian.
that's a gun to pick up.
Actually, a Cypher roll. Are they going to rip it? Yeah, he's ripped the Cypher roll.
Rip the Cypher ult, and this guy can just go all the way out because they didn't open the door again as soon as the Cypher ult went on. So they kind of messed up a little bit here in reaction also.
For Simprisa, they do
Look how much
have
space he
one
instantly
higher
took because they didn't open the
position.
door.
Up by heaven, up by stairs. Got a little bit of pressure coming up from the door side. And then it comes Zesview, just able to fire on through, marking his targets. Now, marking the back line as well. He heard the door.
Still though, better gun.
relentless,
Gun diff.
But unfortunately falling to the superior weaponry from
I
Boom.
think all the MAT
They're still
will get
making them work
offers.
for it, though, that whole
I think
round.
they'll get
SPG
trials,
isolating the lurk,
but I
coming
don't
in
think all of them will
slowly
get
but surely
offers.
on the retake. All of these rounds forces more energy out of Boom, makes them work for even a basic kind of anti-eco. Gets a little bit sketchy. Doesn't feel like there's any easy rounds for Boom, but that will definitely be one of the easier ones as they head into the first gun round here for SPG. Big emphasis
Xander?
towards
Oh, yeah,
C,
Xander's
kind of
fine.
looking like a C trap for SPG with just a solo fade at 8.
That Xander's played too good.
Yeah, it has been this way for the past round or so now.
Dude,
Persia has
wait,
no armor.
can I just point out, did SPG dark cover on the roof to counter the haunt? on
Yeah,
the
if
round?
I'm EMEA,
Or is that what
I'm probably
seeing
looking
there?
at some of
'Cause if
them as
so,
well,
that is
I'm not gonna
really
lie.
dirty. and I respect it. I respect it highly.
Like, if I'm EMEA and I
Yeah,
don't have a
I think
coach,
it
I'm
is 'cause Persia
100%
has
looking
no
at
more
Happy.
dog covers. That
And then
is
I'm
big
probably
brain.
being like,
Big
Happy,
Chad.
can you bring one of those with
Although,
you?
is it enough to
That is-
break this
that is
And then
crossfire?
see who
career in a
he
nutshell,
thinks
to be
would
honest.
be best to
that.
bring with.
Is it enough to break this crossfire, though? That's the thing. Paranoia sent out.
Whoa, that is a lovely play,
Going in
man.
against the SPG.
Though, dude, just some of the util, and this is why Omen will probably stay pretty heavy, even though Astra's like really good, because the Omen flash with Neon is great as well.
From the camp, instant paranoia and relay bolt, and everyone's dead.
Oh, this could be the round.
Uh,
This could be
it's
it for Boom.
it's not good be it. It's 100% the round. They literally can't win. 20 seconds are gonna go for a smoke, 4-person crossfire.
In their home ground, on their home turf, looking to end it all in these final.
Happy has been linked to
20
Na'Vi.
seconds. They're holding the positions. Shiro not letting it
That's a
up
good
so
pickup for
easily,
them.
but Ivy and Margaret
Get
will
Angel
shut
and
it
Happy.
down. Sinprisa closes out Lotus 13-3.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm very impressed so far from that. That was awesome.
That's the value of playing a Cypher instead of a KJ on this map. You usually see those kind of
Yeah,
set
they
runs with breach.
they definitely had to.
Just as effective
Boom
with the
here.
paranoia, the
Had to
neon
do a
side
little
of
bit of
it.
homework with the
relay bolt,
comps
you can see
and switch to
Boom.
the cipher.
They look a
I
little
I think
confused.
we.
They look a little,
I'm normally not one to
worried.
criticize teams at the moment,
The leadership,
but
the experienced players
when
in
it's
the
just a
coaching
small
side
little
will
change
work
up
its
like
way
that,
to gold
you
after
gotta
what
look
SPG
at this
just did.
comp,
But, I mean, I think the
and
coach, the ultimate coach
you
being
gotta
really
play a
good is,
cipher
you
against
know, you're
this.
going into Icebox. This is a map
It's
that has been banned in by
I know it
SPG
might feel a
for
little bit
their own reason. They
uncomfortable,
flipped it coming
but
into this event.
you gotta at least have
You're
that bit
really
of
hoping
flexibility
that
here.
that's gonna be a mistake from
It will
SPG,
make your
then that's
defense
instantly
5 times
impactful.
easier. You can actually hold C
I'm
site.
just really wondering about it. I mean, so many things were so good for.
They got Hero
SPG
too.
on this
Yeah,
map.
who did
Yeah,
Na'Vi
the
keep
map pool
in the
and
end?
of itself is something
Just
to
Angel?
think about as well. But you know, just thinking of players to highlight. I mean,
I'm trying to think who they kept Angel and Shao.
Players to highlight.
So
Yeah,
who could they
Danny
bring
Bush's
over
highlight.
from MAT?
Yes. Coaching staff.
You could
includes-
do
yes,
Happy
SPG,
and
they played
Koala
the
Noob.
highlight. They played a perfect game. What can you say, mate?
That would be good.
13-3 against one of the favorite teams in this tournament as well. I mean, that's
And
just amazing
then
stuff. But of course,
what are they rumored? Hero
they
and then
got
plus
Foxtrot, and They
one.
showed how they can play against Revenant
That's
Esports.
pretty nice.
Has Boom studied up?
I would probably do that if
studied
I was
up enough
Na'Vi.
About that, we'll find out. But for now, let's break down all of that with our panelists, Vic and Ewok, once again.
Well, I just have to say SPG is an absolute delight to watch if you enjoy watching this kind of playstyle, which I do personally. That was insane. It was an 11-1 in the first half and it closed out very shortly after. Boom looked absolutely...
If Na'Vi bring in Nismo, yeah, the average age would go.
Totally
You'd have
agree.
Angel and Nismo.
I
That's
think
true.
It's an enjoyable watch to see SPG play.
I think
like this.
Nismo has too
I
much
was
yet to play in
very curious
America.
Before and did mention it, is Boom gonna be able to handle the aggression, right? Are they gonna give them more space? But Boom kept to their same play style, gave them quite a lot of space. But then what we saw is SPG had all this space and just took all 3 sections, all 3 lanes of the map, and then we saw that magnificent fake where Danby went into the A side, he got 2, yeah, that's just extra on top. But meanwhile, the whole team's in at C. There was a timeout.
SPG's to permaban Icebox for Ascension. So is this the first time they're gonna play it?
And that's exactly what they did. But what I'm concerned about is that was the wrong round to do it. Because them taking the aggro on A meant that they had to full retake this.
Hero?
This is the round.
Hero's interesting because Hero had an insane playoffs, like probably the best we've ever seen him play. Even in all of his tier 2 stuff, I think that's probably like the best. Not that I've watched him loads, but performance-wise, stat-wise, clutch-wise, that was like his best. Then Champsy fell off a little bit and kind of played a little bit more to what his stats suggested. So I don't know, the potential's there for him to play that good every single time in playoffs. Just needs experience. So yeah, I think Hero's a good pickup, but I just want to see if he can keep that playoff form for like a whole year. Because he hit a crazy form.
Ivy, but honestly, the whole team just looked perfect, as Koski was saying.
Yeah, I think Ivy was great. The boys had a
Liquid
try, the
rumors.
whole team
I don't think there are any
players
liquid
to watch.
rumors at the moment. It's
For Boom,
only
unfortunately,
it's
they kind of
only
got it wrong,
who they
in my
dropped.
opinion. I think we needed
I
to
know they're
see
doing
more trap
trials right
plays.
now.
I was thinking, I took a note down. Where's the trap plays from Boom? If they're giving space, or if they're not going to take as much space, let's see a trap play.
Okay, chat.
What did we
I
see
will
from
be right back.
SPG? I think it's the second last
Liquid
round.
announcement is that there is no announcement. Yeah, pretty
Trap
much.
play at sea, kind of showing Boom exactly.
Chat. I'll
this
be
is
back
what
in a little
you
bit,
should
right?
have
I'm
done
gonna spam
against
some
us.
ads.
Yeah. Like you said, it was almost like disrespect to the opponent. Let me show you how it's done. And it's so crazy that Boom didn't do that because Boom is normally very good at their fundamentals. They're just waiting for things to happen. But hopefully we see a turnaround going into the second map. This was only the first map, and I'm sure Boom is working on talking this out right now and trying to fix this exact problem. We're going to go on a very quick break. When we come back, we are going to go into map 2 of Icebox, so don't go away. Welcome back to VCT Ascension Pacific. We are about to find out who's going to be the first qualified team for the Britama Arena next week. We just finished the first map, pure domination by team SPG from Korea, beating Boom on their usual favored map of Lotus. And we are going to be going into Icebox now. This is Boom's map pick. And after seeing what happened on Lotus Ewok, Boom should know SPG's style by now. They are aggressive. They should definitely know that. Get a knob, set up some traps, have that util in your hand, slow them down. And I hope they have some of these things in mind as we go into map 2.
I totally agree. I think Boom oftentimes rely on the retakes, but what we saw from Lotus right now, SPG is so coordinated in the retake. Every time when they get that bomb down on the A site on Lotus, they plant it perfectly. Whenever you open the door, you can kind of jiggle from the door, and they're just in the right positions. And I think it's hard for Boom to kind of break that down when they're trying to retake. So there's going to be times where you need to fight, right? Yeah, they kind of tried it towards the end of the half, but I think by that time they've maybe.
Oh, they use the harbor comp.
Anymore. I do think
Use the harbor comp against. They have double flash comp, man. Double flash comp is really good against the harbor Viper.
Yeah, that's right. Now Boom also doesn't have a lot of tape to go on in terms of Icebox.
This will be interesting because in
Surely
theory,
they picked it for a reason.
like in
Now,
theory,
they
the first
definitely
map looked
have
like a
some
team
ideas there.
diff,
It was so
but
interesting
this
because
comp is really
SPG
good
never
against this
showed
comp.
Icebox all, and the first time we saw it was just the other day against Revenant, and at this point their map pool is incredible, I have to say. But it seems like SPG is going to continue on with a double controller Asian comp using Harbor, which we saw a little bit earlier today, but they use it very differently.
Yeah, definitely a little bit more aggressive than I think what we saw earlier. They looked really good against Revenant, to be honest. Came out on the 13-5, I believe.
Normally the Pacific teams don't leak much. Yeah, it does feel like we get way more leaks of EMEA and Americas than we do in Pacific.
All right, casters, take it away.
I don't know if they're just doing like moves later or not or what.
Vic and Ewok, yes, this is that match. This could be that match that sends Boom down into the lower bracket, or if Boom has to make a stand to make it to that Botama
let's
arena,
see, man.
playing
This will
in
be
front of
interesting.
crowd.
No, we should be able to get a good gauge of. Well, I should be able to get a good gauge of how much better this team is.
They left this Icebox
Like how
on
good this team
purpose.
is.
Open, Pilsky.
Like most of you at this point have watched more than me. It feels like.
Okay, right off the bat, dart up the top, Cascade. Gonna push Boom back, but exactly like Ewok said, they got to do this for the Indo fans, because they're gonna be wanting to see them in the arena. Wasn't initially meant to be in Jakarta, but I'm damn sure that Boom are happy about that, and they'd love to be there in the arena. So let's see what kind of fight they've come up with in the break.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah, when do they move to the
map
arena?
for
What
Boom
at what
to
stage?
study on as to how Simprisa plays this, and right now just playing off, picking off some of these fights. Unfortunately, Famous taking the hit. It's gonna be down to Simprisa.
Wait, that was a
getting
good
the
shot,
fight,
man.
But Shiro just
Top
riding
4.
around the corners. What you don't know though is where Persia could be. He hasn't been spotted yet. That is why Zesty is taking his time.
God, they got some shots on them,
Traversing
haven't they?
across. Now spotted, takes down Persia, but 1-on-2.
Very
What he
doable.
does have going for him though is that Simprisa are pretty low.
And he's got the wall as
He's
well,
got the
so if
ball
they
to
play
work
off
with as
site,
well. Francis on top
he can
of
block
410,
vision and
matches
play
a
around
bit
the
with him.
spank.
Gonna join up with his teammate in Margaret so they can play this post plant together.
Daring.
I
Goes in for that
think
sheriff.
he's playing it. You gotta.
Daring
I mean, they
trying
might
to
not
step
expect
up
him
with
to
the
play like
high-low.
this.
Through the high side, though, he's
Normally
full
here you
of
gotta
the
like
hit.
tap spike
It was
wall up,
spotted
I
a
think,
little
but
bit early. Francis, the IGL takes the clean shot.
he could have potentially
Simprisa
caught him
picks
off.
up the pistol.
I mean,
3-0
I've
for
seen
pistols,
some
right?
sheriff
I'm pretty
hits from
sure.
Francis on Twitter the other day. Also I heard a loud Australian man screaming
Very
about it
clean.
as
I think they
well.
had a really
It's
nice
a
shot
good
in tube
combination.
that maybe we see.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought that sheriff highlight was going the way of Famous. And to be
Double
fair,
dink?
he connected
Not too
pretty
bad.
much every shot that round, but it
Why,
still
yes.
wasn't enough, was it? Heartbreaking.
It just shows that, again, how much their form carries forward, how consistent these players are from Simprisa Gaming right now, are right now. I mean, from yesterday to today, even from day one, they are here. They're not letting up.
Tech pauses?
Well, we'll have a little bit
Honestly,
more time
we
to
did
talk
alright.
about that.
We did alright to avoid it to
Plus
now.
a
It's okay.
Technical pause.
Classic.
Be working our way through. I mean,
We were
Icebox
good
is an
so far
interesting
today
one.
without the
Hmm.
tech bosses.
For sure. I think like this is an interesting map for me, because SPG, you know,
The
it's not
infamous
something
tech
they played
pause,
in
yeah.
their
I mean, it
region.
was
They
always going to
flipped
happen
it
at one point.
specifically for this tournament of Ascension. Over on the side of Boom, it's an interesting prospect to consider because, you know, you look at their main rivals in Alter Ego, and Alter Ego...
Did Revenant win? Yes.
Like
Very dominant
Icebox
by the
style.
looks of
I
the
didn't
score.
really get the sense
Oh,
that,
that
like,
was
they wanted
fast.
to be playing
Damn.
Icebox that much. So I kind of wonder whether Boom has like played this map regionally against like high quality opposition, or whether it has just been kind of scrims that they've been, you know, improving on this map.
Sure. I mean, at least from their split 2 data, it looks as though Boom has enough experience on it. They have enough wins on it.
A little bit of pressure over towards A. They
SPG
create the
on
question
the
mark
other hand,
close. We get the
only
5-person
debuting
rotate
once
and they
so
just walk
far
back into the
against
empty site
Revenant
on B.
Esports in this tournament.
Yeah,
And it looked good.
A beautiful debut. That was beautiful to watch. They've given us a lot of very nice maps of Valorant to watch. If you're a fan of like
The audio? Yeah, the audio's a little bit
Valorant,
odd, man. Straight up.
tactical Valorant, which is what these Korean teams
What is
are known
Margaret
for, just
doing?
beautiful utility, then you know, this is great to watch for you.
All right. I mean, yeah, it's pistols. It's beautiful.
That mugger's really... Someone said it earlier. Got the red guard posture going on. Yeah, he's
Look at this.
he's really
In the middle of the map with a sheriff.
leaning in.
Just doesn't really matter.
And he
To be
takes
honest, the
time
round's
away.
already... Yeah, the round's secured for SPG already.
So just still continuing to hold down the angle.
He's locked in, yeah.
Boom.
Locked in
It's
posture.
still enough for them, though. It's a big confidence boost.
Okay.
Yeah,
Goes
odd up.
away from the Simprisa gaming players.
Player standing.
Yeah, for sure.
Persia.
One enemy remaining.
They still did really good, man. It was a good eco.
That's a lot of damage.
My
Someone
least
needs to
favorite
get
map. We're
Flex
watching it right now.
in here ASAP and slap some tape on that economy because they just lost 4 guns in a round where they got a free open site.
Yeah, we gotta stop this this flooding right now. But good job from Boom Esports being able to take
Just
them down
doesn't-
with just pistols.
doesn't-
They took down
it doesn't
Margaret
work.
initially, and then
The map
with the
doesn't
sheriff
work.
continued to hunt down bit by bit.
I wonder if I
Simprisa
can persuade
players.
Minnie
So
to do a video
onto
on the
next
maps of
round, Simprisa
Valorant.
approaches this with,
I'm worried that
slight
we would flame too
disadvantage in
much.
economy.
Yeah, just a half bite, going for a bonus. There's a rifle or 2 in there though, and Danby's got a shotty
Aw.
out, so be careful of the bucky. Danby has already shown how difficult he can be when he gets in your face.
What
with
could
a
make
shotgun.
Icebox a better
So
map?
Boom need to stay on top of this.
Never seeing it again. Going on to the server,
Definitely just trying
getting a
to
dev
get some
login,
information. Shiro
and just
popping off
deleting it
pipes.
on the map.
Margaret's on the other side as well.
There is
Francis,
nothing about this map design
Solo,
that is good.
Vandal. Margaret has one as well. Slowly marching
There's
up
not
front.
any part of
You
this
all
map
take a
I
look
would
at the mini-map.
pick
Percy's
for
on
a
the other
different
side, doing some
part of a
exploring
map.
Of his own. The Viper's toxic screen will hold them off.
B
for
main,
now.
maybe? B main's okay.
Yeah, you can see a standoff
This?
between ZSBU.
This
as
is
well
actually
as
okay.
Persia. It feels like Boom are well aware that SPG does like to go for this lurk style because they never rotate. They're always waiting for
Good.
more players. There's the Dizzy to find more info. You can see ZSBU trying to clear B long, but SPG are going straight into A.
Spike
Oh my
down.
goodness. I mean, this is all written in the cards for them. Margaret picking up the triple. They have the forces, they
30
have the
seconds
numbers.
left.
If they overwhelm the defenses on the A site, might as well just go in to get the spike down. Persia will continue to lurk.
This
And
is
if they're
the
not, they just
roughest of rough
block
starts,
their
man. It really
attention
is.
away from the A site. So yes, ZSBU will be able to take down Persia.
What do you think about
but
now? I haven't watched the man.
What
Sorry,
you're
dude.
saying.
Again, I've only. This is like.
What we were seeing
I've
from
only seen
SPG the other day
DSG
against Revenant as well,
coming
but,
into this
I mean,
tournament.
they
I'm
are
pretty much
quite
blind
happy
on
to
teams. I don't know
just leave
anything.
A hard lurk, maybe even 2 lurks. Double lurk up B, or maybe 1 in middle. Both Margaret and Persia staying active on the map, going
Best
out,
map.
finding
Best map
information,
is
trying to pull
Haven, in
rotations,
my opinion.
and they'll just execute the site with 3 people. Like they're quite happy to just have.
The sense a
Danby,
pretty good
Ivy,
laid
as
out
well as
map if you
Francis
take away
going
the
to A as a
spammable wall
three-man,
on
and
B.
half the time they were taking the site. Once again, they've done a very similar thing. It's not even a full
Like even though it's boring to watch them use the same meta, like it's a good design map.
They're feeling things out, and despite the fact
Mid makes
that
a
they
lot
have
of
weaker
sense.
weaponry, they've
Mains
got
make a lot of
another
sense.
bonus here, Quack.
Oh my goodness.
Another bonus
The
in
sites,
this
there's enough
series.
stuff to hide on. The only thing that I would be cool is like mixing some box up, like mixing some of the boxes up on A and B, just to keep it fresh would be cool. But
If there's
than that,
any consolation
it's
for
actually a
Boom
good
right
map.
now, it's the fact that they showed the
oh, Hydra
awareness
rate
to
Abyss.
You know,
I mean,
leave
it's
two
very
players
similar to
dueling off
Icebox,
against
so it's not like a
Persia
great
up
map.
around B.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they are aware, but can they stop it? So far, unfortunately, no.
Whoa.
Danby, a man who's hard to stop at the best of times, just completely blindsides NC Slasher and the rest of Puma back on the site.
Oh my god, Danby.
Take flight.
Danby.
What makes Korean teams so good? I think that, I think
Knocked
first
that
of
one
all,
now. Setting
the
up the positions. Look at this.
I'm pretty sure they have a really good pool of talent, but I think they play well together. They look very drilled.
Shiro, not too shabby with that Sheriff. Picks up the
Banana
rifle
luck
back.
in middle. This guy,
Even numbers, but
gonna say he has
slow,
two, but
slow
I knew it'd go
lines.
down to a
Zescu
trade.
slips on a dime,
No matter what I said.
fires back against his counterpart. 1-on-1 now. Ivy with the spike up on the A site. Zesbu has a couple of options.
Yeah, I
to
agree with that,
push.
Saint.
Raptors or screens. Ivy has to deal with these angles. Zesbu tries to sneak out from on top, but Ivy right underneath, able
They really
to
kind of needed that
trade his
1v1,
crosshair
but
across.
here we are.
SPG, once
so
again, Pilsky with the win
The
streak.
interesting thing is the Viper kind of bought a little bit heavier into it with the save guns, so money's not great for him, but they will be forcing. Everyone can buy apart from him.
But Ivy, he's won the clutch. They weren't ready for Persia on the lurk either, despite the fact that he was still alive. They were so focused on that A attack, not being cognizant of what agents, what players are alive. It's something you really need to stay on top of, and becomes harder and harder as more pressure mounts. But that pressure's not going to let up anytime soon. A lot of ults on offer here for SPG. They changed
Rev,
up the
did
angle of
Rev play
approach.
this team
Ops pulled out
fast?
for Boom over
Did Rev
towards
had
the
that
other
opening
side of the
game
map,
against
but
this
I
team?
really
That's so
Zescu will
brutal.
be buying time
Yeah, that's
for the
rough for
rotates
them.
as the reckoning comes in.
Team's great.
It's ridiculously crazy.
It's an unlucky draw.
SPG are winning on both individual fights and skills and
Yeah,
kills,
and we do the classic
also
with
in the
Harbour. You
game,
can easily take back a
because
snowman.
they are picking up
Good news is,
these
again, they have double
points,
flash. They
the
should be able to
objective
just force all the way through like
Boom
this.
now attempting
Oh,
a
they use
retake
triple flash to get through one Harbour wall.
in front of them.
Oh boy.
The obstacles. Attacking lockdown now deployed to secure the round. Ivy's positioning far off because he has the Hunter's Fury. Boom. There are lots of obstacles in front of them, but they are not backing down. This
Keep
is
an
what
eye
we
on the
wanna see.
Viper, man. The
They
Viper
are
can
running out
really
of
do a
time.
lot of damage here.
Malcommand now
We got
coming
Sova
in
ult.
to
Wingman didn't get
these
half.
utilities, but the Hunter's Fury
And she had the Vipers just shooting them into the side as they're dodging the ult. Oh man, they're good. They're really good.
Completely Simprisa up to 5.
Boom used a little bit too much util to take back a snowman here. They use like Wingman, KO flash, Gecko flash, just to take Snowman back. That was hard, and then so to force back over towards here to actually try and get a lot of map control to create pressure once you tap the spike, they didn't have anything. They had to wait for the Dizzy and Wingman to go back, and then eventually they come back, and then they can send them out over towards site, and the flash is just going to get shot.
And then you've got the Hunter's Fury from Ivy. As soon as they tap, like Boom were making a really good resurgence, having to clear so much space to come into that site. That's a nightmare to try and even tackle that kind of a challenge.
Impressive used to permaban Icebox, and they won 13-5 on their first ever Icebox match. Yeah, they got a strong map pool from
oh my God,
what we're seeing at the moment.
It's a multi-layered cake. It's a I don't really know how to pronounce
It's
it.
like
but
it's
the
SPG is just like a
When I was
Japanese
coach, was
short
Yumpy the best
Yes.
IGL?
It's
Out of the
perfectly
5,
balanced.
Yumpy
Egg whites
was
will
the
be
best
beaten to
IGL that I
perfection.
had,
It's
yeah.
nice and fluffy.
But his confidence got
It's
shattered a bit.
beautifully executed.
much better.
Perfect. It's my favorite.
Much better than
Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. It wasn't his fault.
Million-layered crap thing. Milfit. Okay, coach me.
But
up
I
is
think
not
out of the
bad.
5 when we tried everyone
I
as
love
IGL,
Icebox.
he was the best.
Yeah, as a coach, I just wouldn't even know what to say at this point. Like, this is one of those games where, like, you would watch it back and be like, I just don't even know, man. Like, there is so much
But
that
you
we could have
can't.
done better this game, but at the same time, the other team was so, like,
It wasn't
insane
Scream.
on
Scream
another
IGL'd
level.
at one point as well. Dude, we tried everyone.
It's just hard.
Trust me.
Yeah, throw
We
your hands
tried
up.
everything possible. And then when we'd run out of ideas, and then they didn't want to change a player for a IGL, it was kind of done.
They need to make that happen for the home crowd. But
They could do
Simprisa
it.
standing in their way. Oh my God, Pilsky. Okay.
Jump spot. Yeah, from NC Slasher. Orb's gone up. Famous is over here with knives. This has to be a Famous round, right?
Oh. Everyone had their go at
At
IGLing,
least one,
basically.
though. Persia and Danby firing off as well. That's Famous down alongside NC Slasher. Shiro, the Gecko player,
Sokas was good.
looking for
Oh, look at
something.
Margaret, dude.
Looking
This
to
is
deny
just
it.
crazy.
It's that deep lurk. We talked about it.
Sokas was always like
He's
our
doing it
secondary
on
caller.
different sites
He would like
now.
have ideas every so
Sites
often,
being delivered.
and like the ideas were good. It was just like when he had to kind of like force an idea and he wasn't 100% confident with it. It wasn't. I don't know if it was just because he didn't have confidence in it or what, but like, but if he had a confidence in a call and he called like over the caller, it's a 1 round. Like it would be a really good call.
Shots fired. They know where they are. Francis, that's a good
This
burst.
team,
Now looking for the last one.
they
Shiro, that's the
might just have.
Guardian.
They might just have a clear run. Chat, what are the other good teams that people think are gonna? Is it Full Sense?
The hungry beast.
Is there any other team that's like
Prey.
really at the top that people are thinking at the moment?
Up in the upper corner.
Riddle,
for
that's it,
semis.
Riddle. Okay,
Shiro bites back for the time being. A good little double. Picks up a rifle for himself. Dizzy up into the air. He doesn't spot anything out. He has to stay hidden. Here's the jump, but Margaret will put him down in chains. Saprissa, unstoppable.
Another gun round back here for Boom.
Actually,
though.
Smurfing, yeah, it looks unfair at this
Back
point.
out for Famous again. It
Okay.
just didn't get even a chance to get involved in the action. Last time, posted up towards A, and they went for that multi-layer B execute, the mill full case.
Full Sense, yeah, Full Sense is all the old tier 1 players, right?
I can't even pronounce your name anymore. I'm not even sure what
It's
my
their
name
old
is,
as in
to
they
be
played
honest.
in tier 1, not that they're actually old, they're all pretty young.
They've got some good ults. They can
Launch
get that
APAC
hit
tomorrow,
up,
yeah, but I'll
into
probably
the
do it from the
retake.
second game.
What's gonna get this
Again,
deep
I'll probably
lead?
be on around a similar time. Like my alarm's at 7. Just the fact that the game was the two games have just
They've still got both of these
been done
alerts
so fast.
Potentially going to come into play. Persia's making his way up too. Shiro will almost certainly have jumped spot.
See the mini confirmed that Leo was secondary IGL on Fnatic. Yeah, he used to call a lot.
Okay.
Tries
But
to go
you
for
saw like you saw like glimmers of it. What's going on here? We go for everyone's saying F here as well.
Rash.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna repeat the same thing.
Tries to go in for the long.
Gobergen.
Oh no! The stream! What happened?
Okay, well, I guess we just
なりました。
well, there we go.
そしてここはもうオペレーターキープになりますね。さあ、フェイマーズ、おお、削られてる。キープはできますね。残り HP15。はい、結果だけが残りました。7対0です。
Japan, yeah, dude.
さ
A reliable
これで
stream.
現在8ラウンド目を迎えて、これ勝ってるんですよ。ほら、勝った。で、引いたところを中央から顔出して、で、中央2だねってなって A 進行して、いや、さすがですね。
They're back?
はい、ゆえさん、さすが。
Go switch over.
Tiny little, that little mid play between, I think it was Margaret and Shiro, or Persia
Right.
and Shiro. And
Yeah, let's
that
lock
was
in.
enough to draw
Let's
some
let's
attention away. The
see
Vikings
how they
did-
win this round.
I don't
They
know,
got
but
Op.
they managed to deal
They're
with
against
it.
2 ults, Harbor or Viper or they 3-person push middle to set the Op up here, then they can heavy rotate back to A. Great.
Oh
Reckoning
boy.
into this A site, into a pit after plant, and
Okay,
they're gonna force
got
Boom
2
to
people
react to
here.
And they're
Got
just
some
evading
util to
all
delay the
of
plant.
that Killjoy
But
setup
he used
from
Wingman instead of Molly.
Berserks. The pit, it's not covering the spikes.
He
It's
just
actually
lost
blocking
Wingman.
Off screens, a little bit of rafters as well. Perfect with the harbor utility. Francis, layers on top of layers. Spots him out. Tries to stay alive. Boom. Looking to flood and waterfall down into sight, but where did Francis go? He slipped. He's gone somewhere else. Into the pit. Shots fired, but Danby and Margaret holding it down. It's all down to Famous. Still with
Okay,
this
I
operator
think
that can't quite sing its song.
what he went.
With the song. Gets it down.
Yeah, this guy's not saving
Protecting it
this.
for the time being, but can't spot Francis.
Oh.
Pops out.
Oh, that's so unlucky. I thought he was going to save it in the end. So I think what he went for was, you know when the Viper ult goes down and you can like send Wingman in, and if it locks onto someone you can just spam through. I guess he went for that, but his priority had to be, once they set the jet up from middle, to delay the plant. And hopefully trying to like make him rotate back into the jet.
I mean, SPG is just another tactically perfect.
Did they start with Killjoy and A? They did, right? Actually, the setup was still good, right? They had Killjoy A to try delay, because that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to do mollies to delay so the other two can get back, and then you just have KO molly into Gecko molly to delay. I don't know if the Killjoy mollies were in the wrong place or what, but they were on site fast, to be fair to them. The problem is they're winning so much that they're just taking so much space.
Boom has to figure something out, though. I mean, yes, it's a rough game for Famous. You know, sometimes wrong time, the wrong spot, or whatever it is, but they need to take the initiative up against Impresa. They've tried it before. Maybe it doesn't work out, but they got to keep trying, because playing passive against this team clearly does not work. Players are sweating.
Just aim draw at that point. And then when you're this high up, I mean, you can just swing everything. It gets borderline disrespectful when you just feel like you can win every single
This is
draw.
fantastic for the quack prediction tally.
You gotta show them that they can't just swing every angle. But
I think everyone else went
you
for
start
Boom.
looking at the
I
deaths,
think
it doesn't look like that's going great.
The momentum, how much energy they brought in against Nows
And
the
you would
other day.
think the
We'll
home
have the
field
floor with them.
advantage.
Come in here. They know they're going to come, go play in the Britannia.
What are some of the off-season tourneys to look forward to? Maybe someone in chat knows a bit more than me. There's a few ones. There's definitely home ground. There's a few that has some like tier 1 and tier 2. Ludwig Tarek. I want to say they're doing 2, but maybe they're only doing 1.
Incredible precision. Famous firing back, but shut down by Debbie with the blades.
Damn.
He's gone in for the next.
This guy's really
Zero's
good.
down.
No.
情報取り大事なんですけど、バーサックスが多分
Oh,
思い
everyone.
切って
Everyone got
状
hit.
況だと中央のポイズンクラウド抜けて情報取りに行くんですけど、そこをおそらく
Does that mean that they're back?
フラグで
He's gone in for the next. Shiro's down.
Oh no, this is where it just went, right? Maybe we stick with the Japan one.
予想ですが、どうでしょう。
どうでしょう。まずここはしてます。
はい。この後、
This guy did it. This guy did great,
中央
man.
を詰めたところ、バーサックスが
はい
落として、
はい。
ここ。
あ、本当だ。
で、最後 1v3。
はい。おお。
They give us golf claps? That's awesome. Okay, we're staying.
9対0です。
9対0ですね。
はい。
You weren't a viewer.
さあ、ラウンド10。
でもやっぱりこう少人数だから強気に行かなきゃいけないところをロックしているっていうのはさすがですよね。
お、ここでロックダウン。ああ、これまた雪だるまセッ
This is nice
ト
though
ですか
from
ね。
Boom. We're actually doing super aggro stuff. We're at the point now where we're just going, we're just pushing, we just gotta go behind, we gotta take some risks. We're bored of getting X-Decked
ダンビ
on.
がとんでもないところまでクリアしに行きました。中央取り切りました。設置落としましょう。
止めてますね。正面か
Yeah,
ら
and they
止め
hold
た
heavy behind. That's just a straight up spam on the
中央に寄った設置をせざるを得ないん
plant.
ですが、
キッチン抜けも来ました。
スポンが落とした。ここはかなり
これは
ラウンドが
大きく有利で
欲しいところ。
しょう。挟めています。ブームイスポーツ。
ちょっとペルシアが絶望的な立ち位置ですね。
Great flash.
ペルシャに対しては
Wingman?
ウィングマン、ケンチだ。
Okay.
さあ、イエローもしっかり落とした。
I mean, they're on the board, chat. Flawless.
点になりました。ブームイスポーツ。1対9。
They got Killjoy ult. Can they realistically get 3? KO, Killjoy
思い切っ
ult.
た3人での裏取り、
はい
そしてスポン側の横から勝負をしてくるダンビ選手を落としたというところが一番大きかったですね。どうしてもこうエリアを広げなければいけなかったペルシアではあったんで
This
す
is
け
a
れ
nice
ども、
spam.
あれだけねフラッシュドライブ、ウィングマンとアビリティ飛んできてしまってはなすすべがないですからね。
でも A やっぱり解決した瞬間この展開になり
Mainstream
ま
is
した
fine
ね。
now. Do we trust
まあや
it?
っぱここ最初に
They kinda
インサイド
locked me in with the
バーサックス選手と
golf
シロ
claps.
選手がゼスビー選手ですかね。
はい。
素晴らしい引きでしたね、スポン側。
今いった。さあいったぞ。フェイマーズ。先ほど実ってますからね。この動
1
き
キルして引くのが理想です。
降りたぞ。
着地も聞こえているか？聞き
Oh.
ましたね。まあ、ここまで来ると下側からの
Now
展
they're
開で
playing
挟み込まれる
passive.
場合もありますからね。そしてマーガレットはミッドロック。
Come on, guys. You got KO, Gecko.
そして
You guys have got to be flashing
ここ
on
でミ
this.
ッドに対してのカスケードのプレッシャーをかけま
Got
す。
to be flashing on this. 1 minute, take the
全
info.
体的に引いた配置で
Yeah, 1 minute, take the info. Literally on the
フラッシュ
minute.
勝負ですかね。
And flash over.
詰めてきた。さあここはうまく DG
I would
倒したん
like
で
to
すが
KO flash with it as well,
トレードが続き
honestly. That's what most people do,
結果
but
そして夜と B メインのペルシア。打ち勝った。さあここはうまく ZBU 止めてるぞ。
Neil, what's up?
この
How
後
you
に
doing?
行くしかないですね。
didn't expect this big a scoreline. Bro, Neil, this team's incredible. What the hell's going
ロ
on?
ックダウンを使ったっていいラウンドになります。それを阻止するためにアイビーは前に行きますね。さあアイビーに対してもうまく白対応。そしてカバーラインもしっかりと
I
作
was
れています。
expecting some kind of
はいですね
warning from you when I was watching.
マーガレット。上からの車線に見えましたね。バーサックス。ここは位置がバレ
Good
ています。
molly, man. Good molly. Everyone's ready to swing off each other.
さあここで
He played it kind of well, though. Yeah, he actually did good. Yeah, he made it a little bit doable.
後ろにいた
Two in a row?
SBU が取れていましたね。9対2と。
Why do I not VIP Nil? He has to win a Masters or a
キルを
Champs.
狙ったカウンターというので
That's
情報を
why.
取っていきましたね。
I hold Nil to
さあ
high
その中でも重
standards.
要だったのがこの少人数戦、一番ラークが効いてくるタイミングのこの SBU の勝負。はい。ここで B メイン打ち勝った
That's
こと
the
によって
extra motivation that he
ポイン
needs.
ト
I
が
know
確定しっ
it.
かりと人数をかけて引いた配置
So
で
just watch
確
next
実に
year.
有利が取れました。シンプリさんの勝ちパターンに対してブーミスポーツしっかりとカウンターを決めてきています。さあ、アルティメット的な有利も取れます。ラッシュに対してもヌルコマンドでカウンターが取れる状態。さあ、フェインマツ、ギリギリまで引っ張ったんですが、かなり右側へのフリックでしたからね、難しい状況。
Hurry up and get D rank so we can trio. Nil, I'm one game away. I'm one loss away from the trio dream.
チューブ抜けてる。これ、
Just,
マーガレッ
they have
ト
no idea.
すごい一
Oh
枚
god, they have no idea. Oh, they do have an idea.
警戒している。
Cast
さあ
it.
ペルシアに対して
Dude, 3 in a row?
そして、
The boys are actually back, man.
今よく
Ever since we switched to the Japanese stream, they're doing great.
あのシャさあここでロックダウン。さあこの形を取る。
So, I mean,
ブームに
the
対して
Gecko really
さすがの
saved him on
ダンビー
this
も対
one.
応しきれません。3対
Okay,
9。
we'll go back to the main stream for the half.
まだ行ってこなかった最速の中央。
Three really good clean rounds.
They start-
in a row
if they
there.
start losing,
As we
though,
said,
I'm
they
not
dealt
taking
with
the blame
exit
for that.
Really well. That's something that SPG showed already earlier in the tournament.
Ranked
against
later.
Revenant,
I'll play ranked
where
tomorrow.
they have
Wait, what day are we on?
good
Sunday?
pressure and
I'll play
marking
ranked
on the
tomorrow.
lurk while the rest of the players take A
I'll
pressure.
do
They spend
tomorrow. I'll do
a
Pacific
lot
into
of
ranked,
their half,
and
you know,
then
working that A control in a
if we lose
1-1,
one game,
2-1,
then
1-4,
we'll start doing
something
the
like that.
trios.
And then they really try to, you know, condition the opponent based upon that.
When you
whether
win
they're going for
champs
aggression
and you
out
do
to
the win
retake
interview and they
the
ask me what it
main,
means,
or
you're gonna say, "Oh, you
whether
finally
they're
get
trying
VIP
to
in the
stick the
Sliggy
lurks
chat, and
with
that's
a
all that
little bit more
matters."
for
That's what I
big
mean,
play
man.
with Persia on
I
the
know
back
it
end.
means. I know it means so
Gonna
much to
push
you.
the
That's why
rotation.
that's
You
why I'm
can
just
see
dangling it
the
in front.
comms turning from SPG
Gotta
and
get-
away
gotta
from
get the
majority
carrot.
of the half. It was working, and then followed
That's
up
so
and
good.
mixed in with some of those layered ult rounds.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta have the extra
You could
motivation,
see-
and this
you
is
could
it for
tell
you.
what they were doing, but
That
they don't
extra,
always
like,
have the
10
right
minutes.
answer for it. Those last 3
The
rounds
extra
they
10
had
minutes of
players, I
ante
could
that
see
can make all the
even notice they're
difference.
very actively
This will be the
lurk.
push.
They never over rotated. They know that SPG likes to lurk. They have a decent read on what SPG is doing, but they can't always find the right approach to it in the moment. And so far, that's where SPG's been the most
Benji's gonna
better
drop
team.
40 with that one. Nah, I give Benji
Would love
VIP
to see,
instantly.
though, after those 3 in a
Guys to
row,
go, man.
You know, a pistol quack. It's always possible. There's always something there. Worth mentioning as well, this is not a map that SPG has any reps on before this tournament started. So, in terms of officials, the depth really might not be there if they run into some issues.
I mean, a bit of hope is better than none. But you're absolutely right. I mean, it's just tricky to work against Simprisa Gaming. That's one of the best things that they've got going for them. They're having absolute faith in each and every one of their individual members.
Neil, that should be
Pull
one
off
of your
their
that should be one of your
job
emotes.
mission, whether it's that one
Like the
1-4
yellow card,
or
red card
1-4,
thing.
They make it happen, and the best thing is that they do this.
Should be like a
on
little
both
little
sides of the
emoji of
map.
you
Sometimes
holding
you'll
up
have
like
that
a little
1-4
card.
towards
That'd be
B.
awesome.
Sometimes that one player is lurking towards A, and before you know it, rotations have been pulled over. Boom is none the wiser. Now, Boom.
Oh, you have
are on
both
the
already?
attack. They finally get to take
awesome.
the fight to Simprisa. Let's see
They're way
if they
ahead of
can
the
make
game.
this happen for the home crowd.
He has a 7 TV once. Oh, okay,
On the
okay.
A side of the map.
So Lexi owned it for you, is what you're saying.
Going to be lurking up a storm in middle, I'm assuming, but with the high tide deep across B and also segmenting off mid, which is a lot of the time what you'll see from the harbour on this map.
Oh, you're actually getting proper ones made. Oh, okay, that's
Desby,
awesome.
well aware that the push through the
Like the
backside
idea.
of the high tide could
Good.
definitely be an option. See if we
Stretch in
catches
the morning.
Persia in a minute here.
My left shoulder always pops. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it feels great when it
Not a lot of
does.
damage to himself. Persia down to half. Good enough
think
information
it's
as well.
good.
Calls out to his team. This is what we saw from Simprisa from before.
Ooh. Boom, though, they don't like what they see on the A side. They've tickled the alarm bot, but now they're going to run into a crossfire between a harbour in a position you're not expecting and a Viper.
Okay. So they go with the devil that they know best into the B site, dealing against Persia as well as Francis.
Problem is they
One
gotta
has
get
been
the
dealt
spike
with.
across, and do they just like
Persia
heavy dual middle with
trying
4?
to play around the corners to keep himself
That's the
alive.
spike.
Boom.
Does he cross? At
Rotating off between both sides.
least they got the spike
Ivy
across. That was the main thing there.
spotted this.
The idea from
Calls it to
SPG
his
again,
team.
reactive
Danby
was pretty good.
is prepared. With
Shot.
the sheriff. He sounds one
This
off.
guy
Good little
is
pop
great.
flash by NC
This
Slasher.
guy, for
Looking to get
sure,
sniped down. However,
good
the
enough.
wall bank still susceptible.
I've already seen
Will
enough
fall
that this guy could be
onto the
tier 1
other
easy.
side. Zespu peeking out from mid now.
I feel like they're cooler, or again, whoever mid rounds for them, I'm in for it as well.
Behind. He's trying to stay undetected. However, Boom has these angles marked.
Well, we were sleeping here, but
Manages to
still gets the kill.
capitalize. Both players from Simprisa though, now low. Trying to approach from rafters. The only one left, Ivy. 15 rounds in the magazine for the Ghost. Not
Right,
able
first
to
pistol
do
on the
too
board.
much.
3-1 for the
NC
pistols.
Slasher will bring
And
the
that'll
pistol home for
hopefully
Boom.
Hopefully give him a lot of confidence.
Slowly but surely. Really, really good round there from Boom. I think that Gecko util on B long did the absolute wonders for them. That's the Gen G util combo. You've seen Lakia throw a million
T1 are
times,
you
the
watching?
windmill into garage and the
Yeah, I
DZR
don't know what T1
over
are
the top.
doing. They announced
Sold out
their
both
academy
players
team
up close,
though,
and they were ready
right?
for them. Punishing a harbor at an
Is
off
cool.
angle like that, not going to be something you
And
almost
judging
ever
from a lot of
see,
the
but
comments,
fact that
like people
Boom
are excited for
managed to do that and also
some of the
avoid
players
losing
they
the
got,
spike
so
at
that's
the
good
cross.
as well.
I had my breath held when I was watching Shiro with 2 or 3
It'll be
players
interesting to see how many
down
teams get
middle from SPG,
academy teams.
cross back to A, but they made it work.
Their academy
It's a
team has
tight
some
round,
crazy
and
players. Yeah, that's what I was
Margot
reading from some of the
potentially
comments.
had
Again,
the
I'm
last
so
if they could just close out the Gen G
I have no idea about the tier 2 Pacific really.
Looking to make it happen. Simprisa's
So-
positioning though.
Or I guess tier
otherwise
3 as well if we're doing
suggests to
academy
get the
stuff.
pitch towards the middle if anyone from Boom dares to investigate. They fire off a couple of warning shots.
Yeah, Dizzy to clear out A main. Margaret playing the off angles, trying to catch.
CZK, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime.
Contact
Thank you
all
for doing that,
lanes.
dude.
We'll see if he can find a quick tap.
Uh-oh.
Oh, just not right, quite the right.
No way.
Well, both teams have seen each other at this point. Boom recognizes that it's only
Well, he's going
Margaret
for a
here.
play,
They will
man.
press the issue. Margaret, though, able to take
Damn.
down at least one. Famous, though, able to spin all over with the angles, taking down Margaret, and then the next player. A third kill for now, and he's looking for the next for his
down
belt. Danby looking to shut things down.
he was hunting instead of protecting the planter.
From an elevated angle by Famous.
This solid round though, man. Fair play.
Then onto
Everyone else went
Francis.
down.
He brings it again for Boom with an ace. His name up in lights once more.
Yeah, but they lost 4 guns.
Yeah, they lost a lot of guns.
It's the worst ace.
They
you
lost
can
a lot
get.
of guns here.
Barely scraping an ego across the
Choco
line.
Breezy,
Ruining
thank you
your
so much.
economy.
19
They're
months.
down to
Thank you for the
sheriffs.
tier 1, bro. That's a long
I mean,
time of
we
support.
like to
Thank you
see
for
the
that.
ace, don't get me wrong, and he's very close to
Of
the
course,
base
Choco,
storm as a
thank you
result
also
of
for the
it,
kind
but
words.
A should not have had to work that hard for that round, Quack,
Oh.
in the grand scheme of things.
You were
Hate
absolutely
to-
right, Kilski.
I hate to,
Rain on
rain
my
on your
parade.
parade. Yeah,
Yeah, bring him back down to reality with the info that they lost so much on that Antico.
But
Almost as good as SPG are showing in this series.
Oh my god. If anything, Famous has been such a consistent
Leka
performer for Boom. If he keeps this up, he
Uric
just
Omain
might
with the
inspire
Prime.
the rest of his teammates, and that's what we want to
Thank
see.
you so much for the Prime, dude. Thank you
Yes,
for doing
it's a
that.
lot
Welcome
to
into the
ask
Slug
for,
Club.
but it's not
Gonna call you Luca
impossible.
or Leka
Some
for
preset,
short.
They've got a bit of a buy. Dambi with the Outlaw.
Thank you so much, Leka.
From France is
And
the
Just
middle.
Rams also with the Prime. Thank you so much for that
Luka
also, mate.
anticipating someone
11
to be heading
months.
over
Thank
there.
you for the
Spotted out,
support.
though. He's gonna throw
Okay.
forward a
The comeback
cascade
is
to
real.
give up the space.
If they somehow
Fans
manage
playing
to
the
steal
offense
this one with the
here.
worst guns, then yeah.
There's 1 or 2, 3
Good
players
news-
with light armor, one of them being NC Slasher. Hits
This
the
guy had
board.
heavy armor, right? Or did we just miss the first
A
shot?
bit of that 1-1-3 that Boom was trying to execute, but it's dismissed by Dambi
Kata? Okay,
with an Outlaw.
the Kata.
So now Famous,
Got it. Thank you so much, Kata.
perhaps you are calling a team over, looking to make something happen, but Simprisa, they've got these
30
angles
seconds
marked.
left.
A little bit of a jump peek from Francis as well. He doesn't really see all too much, but Margaret on the other side just anchors it down. Simprisa looking for double digits right now.
Okay,
Zespu
but they didn't have
looking
the
to deny it,
guns.
but it's not gonna be.
And they know an
Simprisa
Outlaw's here,
with
so they're gonna have to
a
buy heavy
flawless
armor.
to put themselves up on top.
He did have light.
Now
Oh, okay.
from Simprisa.
Yeah, and the first shot missed.
Guns up, dealing with the bonus
Space
from Boom
Fettuccine with the
very
Prime.
easily.
Thank you for the 2
Boom
months,
now
man.
going into the first
Thank you
round
for that also. A lot of primers coming in.
We'll see what they come up
Appreciate
with.
the Prime
They've got
usage
very
also, mate.
little room for error, already losing that first
So much
round.
money saved. Yeah, the
Find
money's really
themselves
good.
at a big deficit at the half.
Don't want to harp on about how hard this is going to be for Boom at the moment, but it's going to be a nightmare. The good news is heavy armor against the light armor. They could maybe force this push over towards A, thinking it's going to be here. And on our big buy rounds, okay. I'm glad we're just swinging the turret and going back. That's good. They still do good stuff though. They still do alright stuff. That creates a lot of pressure now. Obviously, no turret, so they got to watch out towards here. Do they even have to check this corner?
Keeping in mind though, there is an Outlaw in play, so being cautious of that. They are checking a lot of these elevated angles. Now, 0 point just to check the site will be evaded by Ivy. So Boom, carefully peeking back in. A little bit of presence known to SPG.
Oh.
Ivy just one-tapping people.
I was wondering, him swinging back his sight, I'm thinking, damn, that's really bold on a Sova, but he goes out and just angels too. That was awesome. And this guy's fine, no spamming behind that molly. What a round, kills the guy right side of sight. Wait, he didn't kill the guy right side of sight. Whoa, wait, what's going on here? I thought this guy died.
Really quickly, wingman in front of the plant. Checks out towards the back.
Oh.
Dizzy does not mark anything, and Margaret
The hell happened here?
swings at the right time. Simprisa up to 11.
That was close though.
Oh no!
Wait, something went down? Wait, really? I got 0 drop frames, chat. I think it might have been a Twitch thing. Everyone on YouTube looks fine.
Koreans, it's the Koreans. They're just too good. It was my last holdout. They dominate in every esport. It's my last holdout.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the confidence is just way too high because this guy has just so low. Like the wall is down and he's just walking out in the open to like a potential higher lower.
Right now, Felicity. I'll tell you that much.
Disowned him.
Still not backing down. It's Famous with the Blade Storm looking to make something happen.
Okay, the
He's been
Aspas.
so good so far, and he will start things off. A little bit of damage sustained though, 70 HP. But
The Aspas or the Darker, they both like going for that really.
In the meantime, you're seeing SPG take space on the map. Hunter's Fury's there. The Reckoning is going to make this a really awkward afterplan if it gets ripped.
Absolute shots, man. Wait, this is going to reset them. If they can win the next round, it is possible to win this map.
And Famous still on
Gotta
the
win this
site,
still,
being
obviously.
a bit of a menace, spots out Dambi. Not looking to re-engage. He swaps positions.
He was expecting someone close, and then he's like, well, he's miles away. Do I still go for it? How much damage did it do? That has to do 2.
Yeah, Famous is
2 or
still
3.
digging deep, man. Man's diving up on top of screens with the knives. Having a hell of a game.
That was lovely shots from them. Yeah, and again, like I said, if they can actually win this, like money is, you gotta eco.
In a game that's not been particularly close, and he needs to be him on the jet.
Shots.
Even better than that, though, were the shots on the Sheriffs from Boom this round, both ZSBU as well as NC Slasher. winning on the half
is
fight,
good.
avoiding series.
No,
point and
that's what I
picking
mean.
up
It is
a couple
good.
of rifles to
Their
boost the
money's
economy.
good from
Not
that.
to
They got a
mention the
lot
fact
of
they got
guns.
gold from
So they
that
just
roll.
got to win
Very
this
good
round.
first
Problem is they're up against a lot of
Well,
ults.
now
It's a
goes
great
for Danby
flash.
with the operator. For now, he's been gooed out by the Dizzy, so has to fall back and reposition, which is good for Boom.
Is that a technical term? Getting gooed up?
Yes.
Is that what we're saying now? Okay, good to know. Thank you for helping with my terminology.
You should know
Drone-
this.
It's nice that they
Please
finally
not be
stopped the
drone
momentum,
re-cleared.
because the momentum of this
Having a
team
little
was
bit of a
through the
look. I
roof,
just
man.
saw
It was
the
too
Lotus
much.
Info in and of itself once again on the other side of the map. The Vipers sizing each other up, trying to catch that lurk timing. Margaret again. Francis is all the way down mid on the harbor. I don't. He just seems to always have that space.
Okay, so they
He's
take
a
A control.
Human turret. and he's
They create
getting
the question
information
mark.
if-
Now they
if
cut
Boom
sounds,
is rotating around.
making it
Right
look
now,
like they're
it's
going all the way
still between
back.
both
So especially
teams.
as the B
Is
pressure like this
that
goes
their
in and they get the kill,
opponent's gonna be huge,
as long as they all dodge
but
this
they also have to
recon, you
deal
should
with
see a
Francis.
rotate.
So at the
They
very least,
dodge.
Dispute
Should see a rotate.
They dodge the dark so
Wait,
perfectly.
no
Now
one
they're just gonna go
rotated.
execute. Never mind, they're not creeping up.
Who
Straight
is
on
this
in here,
caller?
Clark.
Okay.
Who is this caller, and how is he a god?
Along with this execute. Wingman has been dealt with. Danby good for the first shot.
He's incredible.
Guns in towards Margaret, but Francis fights right back. Zespu now
That was, chat, I know they lost the round. That was still very impressive. Do you see these three on A site not even move?
Up to 7.
This is so doable. They just broke SPG's money.
That was
Like,
nuts,
this
bro.
is so doable. They could come back into this one for sure. Timeout for SPG. It's the first time.
Yeah, he got a
they've been
timeout out
asked
of
for
him.
This whole series. They're going up. I think we
It
might
really
actually
isn't.
to
Bro,
call
you
a
get that
timeout.
kill, no
This
info
usually
over
says
towards
you-
B, and you're saying that's
it's
not
been
impressive
him
after they
and
recon
Persia
over towards A.
ahead this
I know
whole
you're
series
lower
on the
than
other side
plat.
of the map while
Don't even
everyone's
talk.
fighting World War 7 on one side. It's a bit of a Cold War situation over on the other
Love
side.
it.
Little bit of an info game, little bit of a sneaky sidestep here and there, and Zesby is really starting to read that one.
But this is what I'm talking about. I mean, the greatest games, the greatest players, they happen through, trials like this. They want to make it through to that Britama arena for the home crowd. And, a little bit more so for Zespu as well. Famous consistently performing. He's inspiring his teammates to step up now. NC Slasher with that run and gun, that speaks volumes. Shiro as well, he's doing what he
Grumpy in
can.
the morning,
And
yeah.
Zespi
Got me at a bad time.
being able to be that cautious.
Still before 10 a.m.
Taking down that 1v1.
Grumpy old man.
Impactful for Boom Esports. They need more rounds like this.
I want to see a third map. SPG's just taken a timeout, and let's be real, let's just set the table here, Quack. They're just 2 rounds away from closing this series, and it hasn't been a particularly close one until the last couple of rounds, and I, more than anything, want to see Boom continuing to steam ahead, and it looks like already they're starting off with a pretty good call here. It's going to be B control.
Force them down to the eco. We got knives. We got Guardian.
And they have lesser weaponry heading into this one. It's
However-
just knives for Danby.
Yes. It's Danby. I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Just like that damn smile. It's like that Danby with his knives.
Danby. Saprissa have been climbing this mountain. They are looking to ascend to greatness.
Okay, Killjoy
They're
picked up the
also
orb to
this
get
matchup
Killjoy
as
ult
well.
on this one, so
They
there's a
are
world where
right
they throw
at the
Killjoy
very
the spike,
cusp.
but
Just a few more steps is
maybe
all
they're
they
just
need.
planning ahead for the
Ice
big buy
Box
round, which would
upstairs.
also probably be the
Boom are
smarter
blocking
thing.
them. Boom are looking to Boom on this
Uh oh.
Shot off of
Yeah,
them.
Danby
What
goes
did
on
I
the
tell
top
you?
here, updraft over, sees over the wall.
Now with the toxic screen. Boom, they've gotten the spike down. All they need to do is back
Okay,
up, but here
with
comes the
Killjoy,
toxic
with the
screen.
kill gets Killjoy ult. I'm gonna have to use it because it's a 2v4 that they gotta win.
Oh, with the high tide, Francis, you've done so much. Famous down to 5 HP. The tap.
Okay, and the Killjoy molly was
lockdown
giant.
Invested. Famous tries to stay tucked away. Peeking out a little bit, but still the jump peeks out. SPG trying
Damn, what a round from them in the end. Shout out to this guy. Where is he? Danby, that first kill makes everything so hard. Dude, these two are great, man. These two, I know that he's not fragging heavy, but his calling's too good.
Just got a feel for Boom.
Super impressed by this guy. This guy's a beast as well.
Looks
like a stacked team, man.
Okay,
Okay, 5 chances.
Fury across the map from Ivy, and then Danby just hitting them with this updraft into the air.
Oh,
That's rough, man. You know, they really threw everything at that round, but losing against Sheriffs, that's not how you want to go down. At least it won't break their economy. Dude, Francis is so nasty with the Sheriff.
Yeah,
I've seen
dude,
so many clips
that's
of
twice
that
now
stuff.
he's got
Like,
around
he
with the
is
Sheriff where
really
he's done like loads of
working
damage with the
on
Sheriff.
a different edge to SPG. That's what they're trying to do in this round, though. Approach it with a little bit of edge. 3-man push down B long, defended beautifully by Zesbiu.
I mean, SPG can't afford rounds like this, but of course, Boom Esports will take them welcomingly. Snakebite down at their
Crispy. Okay, am I putting it? Yeah, I'll put a tick next to your name as well, man. You're good enough. Wow, what a stacked team.
He's looking for 2 more targets. Viper's Pit to expand his domain, and he's pushing up front.
Okay,
Unbeknownst to him, to his
maybe
left,
didn't need to
Berserk
push,
will
but
strike
I can't even
back.
blame him after doing
It
what he
is
did.
time to go Berserk. It is time to let that hungry
Bro
beast
didn't get a
take
tick and
the
locked in.
stage.
Yeah, that was nuts. The shots were so
Now,
fast.
though, things slowed down. SPG, no idea where Boom are. Last spotted at B long. They know the spike was over there. Killjoy's alive. That could be the A site open for business. And
30
SPG just
seconds
tucking
left.
themselves in safe positions, putting their bum in a corner, making sure that no one's going to catch them off guard. But that's giving a lot of space and time for Boom to get into this A site.
Treasure was the best player in career challenges this year. Oh,
Actually,
really?
both popped over
He
there
needs
on
a
the
hefty
inside.
tick. It's fine.
So
After this round, he on it.
Posted up on the flank, it's going to be Boom planting
10 seconds
default.
left.
So that's really
It
going
is so far away that they can't hit the plant yet.
Yeah, they're gonna have to think about it.
Do they
Also
use
having to be
Killjoy
aware
ult? Does he
of
like turret
Margaret's
claws,
lockdown.
Killjoy ult?
It
He'd
could
be so
the
fine with it.
difference maker.
I'd also be fine if he
in
wanted
this
to save it, but
standoff.
okay, this is why they go aggro because of the
Also
Killjoy
going
ult.
for Simprisa to make it through, but Berserk starts things off.
Very nice.
Starts things and ends things with his Vandal going Berserk, taking the round for Boom.
I don't know what this guy
Esports.
buys. Everyone else is good.
4 more. It's been a massive, mammoth comeback effort from Boom.
Yeah. 5 down to
Simprisa just
4.
Getting their licks in. You can see it from the timeline there. Round in, round out, just chipping away at that scoreline, knocking on the door of that spot at the Britama Arena. All it's going to take is one more good round from SPG, but Boom are doing a hell of a mammoth comeback attempt. They've got the pit online in this round, and it's just another half by Quack. Just relax, bro. It's just a few sheriffs and a hero rifle, right?
Yeah, right? Who cares if, you know, they got one ultimate? Okay, yep, it's good. We're good. Berserk's able to
Fair play,
shut
man.
them down.
This
Elevator
guy's
analysts
feeling it.
don't
Dude,
matter.
it's a shame because
Boom
imagine
are
they
able to resurgence.
they
Make
got
no mistake,
annihilated
they
on
have
Lotus.
found a
Like I
certain
don't actually
confidence.
think much would have changed
Now,
it.
sticking together,
Cypher maybe would have
stacking
gone like
together,
3 more
they have
rounds.
a lot of options all across the map.
It's a shame they had such a slow start.
Berserk's just continues
Just had
to
no
step up,
momentum.
continues to find these huge multi-frags.
Yumang, thank you so much for that, bro.
Underarm flash going to be heard by Persia, preparing himself for the
On board right now with the hoping if they win against DSG tomorrow. Dude, I'm excited for that game. That should be fun.
Gets back onto yellow.
Oh, and it's the Dizzy as well. He has no idea. He can't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, if Rev played against this team, that's unlucky draw. This is a really strong team.
Aim is still able
That was the team where they were 7-0 up against, right? And then they came, and then SPG came back.
You want to see?
Am I gonna watch Party tomorrow? Yeah, probably second or third game though.
Try to get that lockdown online.
Hoping that the first game goes to a third map so I can get more sleep and then I can catch the
Keeping
second
track
game
of those,
perfect.
Making sure that you hit the right timings to win the gun rounds that you need to.
Yumang, thank you
Maybe
again for that, by the way.
another soft reset on SPG, but Ivy's just quite happy to save the Vandal armor, not give away that lockdown to Berserks. Could see Berserks is looking for it. He's making his way through middle. I don't think he's going to find Ivy though.
7-0 up and got straight 0-8 back.
So still a little bit of a potential, but that's it.
Yeah, it can happen.
We started off this second
Okay,
half
3, and they still have another
3 to
timeout.
9. This is now 9 to 12. Boom, looking to push
Crispy
things
shots.
into overtime. This is
I'd
incredible.
love to see it. I would love to see this comeback come to fruition because this would be definitely one of the best series I've cast in a while. But 3 in a row, it's going to be very difficult. Dampy's got the operator out. Reckoning and Lockdown are
This guy's been getting
fantastic
flashed off this
reset
angle.
tools to be able to deal with
Oh,
a
he's
hit.
asking for the guy to shoot the...
It's going to be all
Yeah, he's
starting
asking for
off
the guy
here
to
on A
shoot
and
the
he'll avoid
flash.
losing this first pick to the operator.
Oh, Oh god.
And then
Hold those up.
his
Dizzy
mate,
is
his mate
beautiful
left
down
him
in
after the wall
Just
came up.
Continue picking up the pace here.
All right, forces Danby to dance back off the site as well. A famous, comfortable
Killjoy for Killjoy. We get the plant in. Yeah, stopping this plant would be giant. That is really, really big.
Initial spike plant. And they've also dealt with that lockdown.
Keep an eye on the triple push behind, and they know where this person is because he's in the harbor.
The reckoning now deployed.
Now there's 3 on site, stuck in the Viper ult. This is a very hard 3v5 to win. The kill, okay, well, it's done. They're just gonna get spammed out.
Will strike him down. Shiro just up around the corner looking for that op player. A little bit of a barrel, and he will be able to take down Margaret. Now Snakebite just to
Guys,
protect the spike.
spam, surely.
Has to stay alive. Shuts down Ivy. Here's the Hans. Tries to spray it down, but unfortunately falls short. Shiro.
They handled it well. It actually got a little bit closer than I thought. Okay, this is a nice team, dudes. I actually think Boom looked alright once they got back into it. They just got super diffed on the first map. Lexor with the gifted. Thank you for doing that, Lexor. Also, thank you so much for that.
Beautiful game from Simpresa today. Unbelievable that they show up to this tournament with this level.
Yeah, I mean, they're very impressive, man. I can see why they're people's favorites.
Against the hometown favorites of Boom, definitely one of the favorites for this whole tournament. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a dominant 2 maps. That last half really had us questioning, though. Like, Boom, you got to give your hats off to them. They really attempted a massive comeback coming into this series, but
Okay, let me
SPG, they just did way too
let me
much in the
upload this
first 3
first.
halves of this game. I think Quack, at the end of the day, you know, they are definitely the better team for the majority of the series, and I'm really keen to see what they can do once they make it through to the stadium as well, because they played well in that studio environment. They've showed just how
Not a single series. Yeah, everything's been a 2-0 so far, right?
Play some insane Valorant, but this is where they're going to face their
Home
next test,
grounds.
especially
I
as
won't
a
be
majority
at it.
of
I'm
the
trying to get
roster. Can they
I say I'm trying to
perform in that
get watch
stadium in
party
that
rights. I haven't
environment,
even
especially when
spoken to anyone
they
yet,
have the
but
home
I'll
crowd
ask around today about watch party rights. You
Absolutely.
talk about the Americas one that's in a week, right?
Being able to perform like this is an impressive feat, but then to play it on a stage is a whole different thing. Crowds screaming in your ears. Yes, you might have headsets, but you will feel that energy, those vibrations. So this is impressive stuff, but can they keep this up? And meanwhile, for Boom, they still
The
have a
Pacific
bit
home
of,
ground?
a bit more
Dude, I
games
watched
to
that
go
as
in
well.
the
What's the
lower
date on
bracket.
that?
It's not over yet.
Yeah, they got to grind their way through the lower bracket. It's not the way they would have envisioned things. It's not the way the Indonesian fans would have envisioned things either, but we know that they're a quality team, and I think Ewok put it perfectly on the desk when he said whoever goes into the lower bracket is probably going to make the run back through the tournament.
Okay.
Full faith we're going to see Boom in the arena.
Entirely.
Who do I even
possible.
approach?
I mean,
I have like
this
a
playbook has been
talent.
revealed, so that's
I
it
think they
for
call it
us
a
now.
talent manager.
That
It's like
is
it's just like a guy at Riot that kind of
And we will hand
knows
it back over to Vic and
how
Ewok
to
to
get
break
all the rights
all
for
of this
people.
amazing SPG versus BME
So I normally
action
just message
down.
him. He's an absolute beast, man.
Thank you,
He's called
Casper.
Jimothy.
And
He's great.
yes, Sinpresa Gaming is the first.
So I basically just be like, I want to try and get rights for this. Can you get it? And then if he can't get it, then I'll try and find someone else to give me it. But this guy's unreal. He normally pulls through on everything.
This was not their usual form.
Himothy? He is actually Himothy, yeah, he is.
Some of it coming back here on Icebox, especially on
No,
the
he's great,
second
man.
half. But
Um,
SPG, they are
Okay, chat, I'm going to end it here because it's still early.
Yeah,
And
these
honestly,
guys
I
are
might just
amazing
go
once
back to
again.
bed
I
for a
feel
little
like I'm
bit.
saying it every time when they're playing, but
So
these
I will be
guys,
streaming Pacific again tomorrow. I'm not catching the first game. I'm going to be asleep, straight up. But second game, third game, 100%. Second game, depending on if the first one goes to like a third map or not. Raid Chobra, he's probably going to stop his stream, but I'm going to raid him anyway because he'll be watching the first game tomorrow. So if you want to work out who to watch for tomorrow for the games, just follow this guy. That's not the right one. Someone give me a stream.
Interviewed Margaret, and Margaret has credited their coach Silkanon for coming up with a lot of the comms,
World
things like
Chobra.
theory crafting, innovating new metas.
But he's got the full name in
What
there.
I also
Okay.
really like about
Yeah, so
this
everyone go follow this guy.
only
He should be on for like, I mean, he'll be on for the first games. Choba's consistent, super knowledgeable about the Pacific scene as well, especially the tier 2. So any questions you have and any,
but then
like, you guys are all asking me, like, who do I
he
think I should
is
win
not just a
predictions?
puck master,
Shouldn't even
he
listen to me. You should probably
really
listen to
does
this guy. He knows way more.
every single
Okay.
map.
Unless he's on the desk. Oh, imagine he's on the desk. Okay, let's he is casting tomorrow. Oh no, so he's not gonna be streaming. Okay, follow him anyway. All right, peace everyone. Thank you. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, I'll catch you for some tomorrow. Peace.
I just feel like I can close my eyes and believe he's gonna clutch it because there's so many times when he brings his team across the line.
YouTube chat. Thank you so much, guys. See you in a bit.
Oh yes, and it's